everyone, welcome to D&D.
Well, thank you. Go and start. Go do the recap. I'm getting the music ready.
I can't recap because I have no idea.
Is
Would you-
Tegan not playing again?
I think she's laying down.
Oh. Okay, last session of D&D, we, fought again. It was pretty crazy. We, were left on a crazy cliffhanger of fighting, and then we continued the fighting. We beat up a camp that took over
over a camp?
took over a camp by fighting. And now we killed them all, and boom, surprise, there was a baby dragon. But not a cool baby dragon, a scary baby dragon, a young adult baby dragon. And it hurt. But guess what? One of our members disappeared, vanished, poof, into thin air. And then some
one knows where she went.
And then some crazy loud guy showed up and jumped on top of the dragon, got big, grappled the dragon into a headlock, and flew it down to the ground and killed it. And then he said, "By the way, friend."
I'm Sigwolf. And I've been smelled him for some reason.
Yep. And then Lupin, our half orc, smelled him. I
I was
think
hoping
they
you guys would be like, who's been?
I think they previously were lovers. Gay lovers.
Well, that sounds about right. Yeah,
We weren't gay lookers, no!
Yeah, I think that's why he
Yeah.
kept turning down Val so much. Because he's not so
He's
good.
Yeah,
not straight.
yeah, gay lovers does
Yeah.
sound about right to me.
Anyways, so he's here now. Val's gone. Bran said, "What the heck's up with that?" Lupin said, "I know what this means." And it was still confusing. Because I think, out of character, Ben just had to roll with it. And now...
We were ready, I promise.
Okay, alright.
I
And
just
now,
left.
Kieran's doing a dance inside the new place that we got, like a little kid on,
Yeah, the
on a
DM
field
is
trip.
having fun.
Oh, okay.
Woo!
And that's what
but yes.
happened last session. Now we have access to this place with our good friend Boris, I think his name is.
Nope.
Buford.
Close.
Rufus.
Okay,
Rufus.
hang on.
Bjorn.
Check. Bjorn. He was Bjorn for this job.
Sieg. Seg.
Sagwolf.
Saga.
Sayonara.
Sagunda.
Yep. That's what we
Sayonara.
said to Val.
Sayonara.
That's a good one. I like that.
Thanks, man. I'm quick with it. Anyways, that's what happened last time. Here's the peaceful music.
Correct.
Throwing it over to you, DM.
Hello, it's me. I'm catching up now. So, you guys have kind of scoured the general vicinity. Kind of checked out all the different areas where you have what I put. You have like a sleeping quarters. There's a general barracks. There's a cooking area, a crafting area, a stable, a science research lab, a lumber camp, a stone camp, a dungeon, and like a general courtyard and like a little temple thing that's up on the very top. A lot of it is not in a usable state at the moment. They look very disheveled. There's things are kind of stored a bit. There's just random trash and shit everywhere. So it looks like it may take some time to kind of clean up and go from there. But one interesting group that you found kind of in the top of something over here, I'd say that you would have noticed. It appeared to be some sort of like Captain Chieftain's quarters. After kind of making your way in there, you found various different drawings and maps of the general vicinity to give you a good idea of things that may have been interesting local points that I guess could kind of guide you on your journey. In the general vicinity, if everyone would accompany me to the other map, the map of Grimhollow. Does everyone have access to a map of Grimhollow?
I see Unknown Realm 1, 1, and 2.
This would be something you would look via Google, I believe.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Let me find. There we go.
Nice.
Yep,
Hmm,
just like that.
Good.
Yep. So, you guys are somewhere where it says Soma. If you go down a little bit to where it's in that stinky area where it's brown, that's basically where you guys are there. They've kind of highlighted a, yeah. So look on the right side. It says the Asoyan Empire. A little bit further down, see that says Soma. A little bit further down, you'll see where it kind of turns into that brown, like that kind of darkish
Near
green to
Void.
that brown.
Void. Yeah.
VOYD. Yeah, kind of
Oh,
close to
okay.
that. You're not too far away. Then you would cross a big river, make your way to Nov Astoya. Near Void, that's where we're intending to go. That's the vampire area. There's a couple points of interest. If you go all the way to the south, like towards the water, they list something they call knife ears live here.
Oh,
In the small little forested area, a little bit to the left. It looks like it maybe is a couple hours. You can't really judge from their drawings. They put small knife ears here. Towards the north, they said bad zombie.
okay.
And then to the east, it says spooky vampires.
Okay. See, now this I can read.
But that's what you're able to locate kind of in the captain's quarters to give you like general waypoints of where things could be. So what would you guys
Can
like to do?
Oh man.
So we're north or south of the river?
You were
Or,
to the
like-
west. You're to the
Okay.
northwest of the river.
Okay.
It's not too far.
So further or closer towards some.
Mhm.
God.
Well, I mean, that Isabella lady seemed like she was, I don't know, a little important.
I suppose.
We could pay her
Could be worth checking out.
a visit. Yeah, we can. I also wouldn't mind just hanging out here for a little bit, just to get our bearings after everything that's happened.
I think it
wouldn't
would
mind.
be best.
Resting after a
Okay.
fight.
I also think it would be best in case anyone comes back. Or anyone else shows up.
Yeah.
So Bjorn does speak up, and he kind of looks around. Well, this place is kind of a shithole.
Yeah, it's not great, but I mean, it's better than the wilderness.
Oh, you should have seen it back when we were manning it. Gods, that was nice then. Now,
Think you
remember
get back
that.
to that?
Not by yourselves. You definitely need people.
Yeah, I know that, Bjorn.
Where
I
are we
mean-
going to find people?
Oh, I'm sure if you do some favors for maybe some local people, you might be able to find some people who would live here.
Where's the closest town?
I don't know. Do you have like a map or something where maybe some settlements are?
No. No maps. yeah, yeah. Yeah, but
Perhaps
the
places that are listed,
corners-
perhaps some places that are listed as points of interest.
No,
There
yeah,
might
none
be
of
some people
that.
there. Those might be interesting points to check out.
I don't know about
Vampires to the east could be a thing. Or...
I think your first stop should be somewhere where you can get some general labor. I don't know, to clean this place up, move some bricks, maybe rebuild the doors. And he points to the
Yeah.
lack of doors here that were blown off.
I mean, we have
Yeah.
some supplies.
Yeah, but
Hey,
there's only 7 of us, Kieran.
yeah, but I mean, we could at least start on the doors.
I believe we can do that. Let's build the doors.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're building doors.
Cue the Red Dead Redemption building the house.
Enter construction noises.
Yeah, somebody's gonna be backing up. Everybody can make a survival. There's not like a building check. We'll go with survival.
Survival.
18.
Holy wicked. What?
6.
So Luke can barely hold the door up.
Oh man, he's so weak.
He's so tired after raging and getting sniffed and stuff.
Mhm.
I'd say with a general collective, with at least like an 18 there, that'd be enough for the DC. You guys, in the matter of about an hour or so, hour and a half, you guys are able to successfully at least make the doors. So now, nobody can just waltz in unless you were to do something from there.
Hey, this place is nice.
Bjorn says, you know, I could go talk to some of those elf knife ears. And he kind of just spits. Maybe they have some people who
Oh, that's what that means.
they could help you.
Everyone is so increasingly racist here.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole knife ears only and little knife ears. Is that like elves and then gnomes, or
You can make a history check if you'd like.
each? Eight.
Yeah, knife ears sounds like it could be like an elven race. Not just about the gnomes though.
I mean, if you want to, Bjorn, I don't really give a shit. You think they could help?
I think it'd be good having some learned people. But you might have better luck with those small knife eaters. Those tend to be better builders. Elves don't like to get their hands dirty.
Right.
But
Okay.
in due time, I'd at least wait till tomorrow to start traveling.
Yeah. Yeah, break would be nice. Where can we bed down for the night? Guess there's a lot of options.
Nice.
I think one of them was bookmarked as the barracks kind of thing.
How do you look at the bookmarks?
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna hang out at like this little tavern area.
How do you look at the bookmarks in this game?
Was it tab? I forgot.
Tab.
Oh yeah, meeting hall. That's the only one. Oh wait, no, I see the others.
I lived the other ones, I think. I don't know if they stayed.
Oh.
They're not
showing up.
labeled.
Yeah, only meeting hall is labeled.
Yeah, those are not labeled yet. Anyway,
Guessing the
meeting
meeting,
hall. Wherever
hall's
you
here.
guys just say.
What was this room? Again.
Which one?
To the
Smithing
left.
area.
Hmm.
Yeah, you just gotta zoom into it.
Oh, I see.
There's
Okay.
there's this big tower over here to the left that you can walk up to. I don't know what that is.
And it's just
Which one?
That one's not named yet.
Oh, that's the dungeon.
All right, I'll
Oh
name
yeah,
it.
maybe not there.
and
That's
it's
where
just
Sick Wolf came from.
random cave, right?
Yeah.
Looks like a cave under there.
Oh,
That's a stable that's underneath there.
Oh
To
shit.
keep
Okay.
horses and stuff.
Oh shit.
On their side over here, this is like a cooking area.
There we go. Okay. I like these bookmarks. I like this.
He's gonna put Sig Wolf's bed. It's like okay, just one. But yeah. So I'd say you'd be able to successfully take a long rest if you'd like to relax throughout the
What time
evening.
is it?
It's probably closer to the late afternoon.
Afternoon. Lupin.
Yes.
So I'm still confused on all this. So Val's just gone.
Yes. The. Let me pull my notes up again.
He writes down in his journal, Val was gone.
Basically, the parasite or the thing that was in her brain took over. Yeah, she was trying to not let the thing take over, and that's why she stayed with me to try to control it. But for some reason, something triggered it, and the worm took over. Whatever triggered that worm to take over fully, I'm not sure.
All right. Okay. It's a little. It's a little confusing, but sure. Yeah, I guess. Got it. There's no way of getting
There we go.
her back. Do you want to get her back?
It'd be better so she doesn't cause any more harm. And hopefully.
Yeah, I'll be honest, Lupin. I didn't trust her one bit. She made it difficult. I trust you because you seem just like a level-headed guy. But she didn't really communicate much at all. And it was difficult to really put a lot of trust into it. But
Yeah.
you wanted to somehow try and find her and go get her again, then you know, I will maybe help.
Understandable. Just hoping we find her before the worm does anything unconventional. Starts murdering everyone.
It's ominous.
Besides teleporting her to a different place.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. All right. It's still all a little confusing, but sure. So your friend Sigwolf? Hey, Sigwolf, you're trusting, right?
Besides his anger, which she has in check, he's more open than Val. Val was more closer to me, obviously, and she wouldn't want everybody to. She wasn't open with everybody, unfortunately. But I see.
Yeah.
But Sigwolf.
Yeah.
Kind of unfortunate that she opened up to me the night before she gets teleported away.
Oh.
Ironic.
Maybe bad omen.
Did she say anything? Was
Help! I'm gonna be abducted in the next 5 Why didn't you say that?
Told me that it was what accepted me or something. Like I talked to it directly, whatever it was. Yeah, it was not a pleasant experience. But I'm surprised because it seemed like things were okay for the most part. It went away and I was able to talk to Val again there at the end. And I thought things were okay. Maybe, like he said, something maybe triggered it, but it was maybe during the fight.
it's possible whatever spells she was using could have been the trigger to have it take over. That's possible. I know she was training, she was practicing with her spells, and some of those spells were a little bit more heavy on her. And most of those spells came from the worm.
Yeah, I got an important question. Hey, Sigwolf.
Yeah.
You don't got any worms in you, do you? Like mind controlling worms? I'm sure you got plenty of regular worms.
Ugh.
No, I usually shoot through most of those.
Okay.
Oh.
You're not gonna do some crazy, untrustworthy, make me, not want to be around you, you got nothing to hide. I mean, if you do, that's fine. Just, admit it.
I don't think I have anything to hide from you guys. I mean, I guess I can get pretty angry, but
You are
I
kind
mean,
of
it's not
covered
bad.
in blood.
I'd never hurt my comrade.
Yeah, you're still covered in blood and
I
everything's
do
kind of
be
over.
I do be caked in blood.
So, you were in one of their jail cells?
How'd you end up here, Sig Wolf?
Nice.
It's
nice.
been many
Cool.
moons.
Oh, a month.
At least
7
2
days.
months.
It's been years. After a hunt,
Hmm?
I saw nothing but red. Kept fighting, kept chasing. Eventually that led me crashing through these doors, and he like pounds on like the like stone walls or whatever of like the keep. There's so many. Surprisingly, the first time I couldn't fight out of it, and they locked me away.
What?
Okay, I didn't retain any of that. You got angry and you lost all consciousness, and the next thing you know, you were captured.
No, I was conscious when they caught me.
Okay,
But
He
you
was-
said you saw,
He
you
was
saw
All I
red?
saw was red.
he was bloodlust.
okay.
Yeah, that's the word.
Bloodlust.
Forgot about the word.
Is the bloodlust gonna affect us?
No, I'd never hurt my friends.
Brand squints his eyes. Okay, Lupin. He's never hurt his friends.
Go ahead and say it.
Go ahead, say it.
We all know what you want to ask for.
All right. Well,
I've
good enough for me, I guess.
been with Sig Wolf since we were teens, and his anger never. Out of his rage, he hasn't attacked me before, and it's been years. So we should be.
Okay.
We're okay.
I didn't attack you guys during the dragon fight. I think you can trust me.
I think because there was a big fucking dragon. Sorry, I'll go back over here.
No, I agree with Bjorn. Yeah, I agree with Buford here.
And if Bjorn, you're going to be staying in the fort for a bit, you might as well be a part of some of the conversations.
Bjorn's like, yeah.
I'm glad you thought to include me. I have such a rich backstory to tell you about. But let's talk to this big guy first.
Oh.
Nevervar.
All right, Sequel. Sure.
And then
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, I trust you. I'm going to bed.
Okay.
like when you say yeah, I trust you, if like right before you turn around, he'll tear off another piece of his loincloth.
Okay.
This guy's getting more and more
He
naked.
tears off your neck. He tears off your neck.
And he puts it out, and like he tries to go for another like handshake, like you can see that his gesture is genuine. He just not super smart with words.
To who? To Brand?
To everyone.
Yeah, because you're the one that said I trust you.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. Does this mean? What does this mean?
I just want you to know I won't. I've been in that cage for a long time, and I just want you to know I won't turn my back on you.
So
I know I'm new. I know I'm. He rubs his body, like spreads the blood around.
oh God. Brand has the most uncomfortable face in this conversation.
Hmm.
But I'm not. I'm not hurt. I hurt you. And he
Yeah.
shakes his head and goes, hmm.
Yeah, big guy. Yeah, I trust you. I'm going to bed now.
I might never
And he
put on
turns
the
around and
crown.
walks away. He does not wait for another. He's going.
I might never put on the crown.
Kieran stands in the conversation for like 2 more seconds and then just slowly starts walking backwards out of the conversation.
You guys don't like when somebody rubs their blood or rubs the blood on their body.
Here's a piece of my skirt. Also, I'm gonna rub my body sensually. Good night.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not bunking near this freak.
I think Kieran's gonna go explore the fort for a bit.
You can trust me.
Brand will remember that.
I don't think I want to. All right. Anything else you guys would like to accomplish before resting?
Hmm.
Are we actually rebuilding the doors, or is that montage over?
You already built
That
them.
already happened.
All right.
Sick. Go ahead and say it.
Augers.
Oh,
Nice.
what was that?
Oh, sorry.
It's his
What's
favorite kind of
poggers in like a medieval tongue? Progress.
Yippee! Sugoi.
Stigoi.
Alright, Kieran's gonna sleep up here with the little catapult. Or-
Unironically, Seagulf would probably go back to the dungeon and go back in his cell and go to bed.
Bro just talked about I've been there for so long. I'm tired.
I'll
I'll never.
never
It's-
return.
I didn't think of it. It's kind of like the only home he knows, so to speak. He's been here a couple of years.
Okay.
There you go.
And this time I can say years.
I'm in the meeting room. The meeting hall. I'm hanging out there.
I'm having a meeting.
Yeah,
Having
by
you.
myself. Okay, so don't trust that Sigwolf guy. Gotcha.
Sit by the fire. This little
I lost my guy. I think I dropped him. Found him.
My little guy.
This little guy. Alrighty. As everyone's able to comfortably roll into bed and complete a long rest. Is there anything else you guys need to accomplish during the night?
rub more blood on.
Oh my god, rub his blood on there. Definitely not gay lovers.
That's really strange. Let's see. So everyone is able to enjoy a nice, peaceful, relaxing sleep. Except for you, Lupin.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yes.
One moment while I set the mood.
holy crap.
Lupin the Dream Wolf.
Whoa. Oh my god.
Lupin,
Yes.
you feel you're slowly drifting off to sleep before you have just kind of almost like fits where you're kind of like fidgeting back and forth and you feel like you can't get comfortable. You close your eyes and eventually you kind of blink once, blink twice, blink a third time before you look around. And it's almost like a gray, empty rolling hill surrounding you on all sides. Kind of rub your eyes a little bit and you look over and around and you can see where this looks like to be some sort of battlefield that has taken place where maybe two armies would have clashed. You can see that there's dead soldiers, horses, broken siege artillery equipment, war wagons and equipment scattered. A lot of it's burnt to ash and it looks like just ravage through as a deadly onslaught is taking place here. The battlefield lay silent. The dead grass only whispers as a soft breeze blows through under a full and heavy moon that breaks through the clouds. There's no living souls within sight that you can see, only you. Then there's a subtle shift in the wind, and you can smell, almost like better than before. You just take a couple deep sniffs, and you can smell what appears to be people coming towards you. You're not sure how many, but their numbers grow. Your ears kind of perk up, and you could hear their footsteps slop into what appears to be blood-soaked mud behind you. You can see where there's like almost like a tambourine. What's that word? Shambling. That's it. Shambling. Like mob behind you. They're all kind of like distorted black figures that you can't see, but the footsteps are wet and they're dragging. And you turn, and eventually, you can see what it looks like to be the friends that you know now. Standing. Eventually, they come to a smooth, from a swaying to a stop behind you. They look like they're covered in claw marks with blood dripping from their body. They look ravaged and beaten. They stand there, staring at you with almost like black eyes. But the eyes almost like burn like silver touching your skin. Together they begin to chant. Monster. Betrayer. Monster. Betrayer. The words again grow louder and faster, hammering into your head. You attempt to cry out towards them, to deny these claims, to rebuke them, to tell them that this is not you. You are a friend to them. But when your mouth opens, only a savage roar emits from your lungs. You reach out to almost like clasp to make words, and you can see your hands are just full of beastly claws. Your body, you look through and you can see yourself in the reflection of a pool of blood as you're almost like a full werewolf, unable to see your true self within, as only a beast is what remains. You stare as almost unrecognizable before a figure steps forward. It appears to be what looks like almost the remnants of Kieran. As he looks out, you hear in his voice, "You cannot protect us. You only destroy." You hear the chants almost rise into a large cacophonous roar. Monster. The betrayed. You kind of shake awake in a cold sweat. As you look around, you can see you're back in the camp. In a dark... I think the fire at this point would have burned down to like a low, somber ash. And you could see looking up in the clouds where it looks like there was a full moon that is currently now being covered by a partial cloud. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna quickly check and make sure everybody's alive. See if I can find anybody within the campsite.
Okay.
Not sure where everybody is. I'm sure Brand probably isn't in the meeting hall anymore. So.
He fell asleep in there.
Oh.
Oh, it appears Brand in there.
He's just in a chair.
Rose posted up in the chair. So much aura.
I'm gonna check on everybody just in case. Go to the meeting hall. Go to what? Kieran was in the middle by the catapult.
He's on top of the
It's on
tower.
top. Yeah.
Uh,
I find him sleeping as he was probably looking at the sky and enjoying the sight of the full moon, and then probably eventually just fell asleep.
Prince.
As long as I make sure everybody's alive, I'm gonna check myself, make sure my hands aren't bloody either. Then try to.
You'll never find me, bro.
Hide and seek.
Take a huge sigh, or just a deep breath, and just exhaled, and just glad it was just a dream, and hopefully it's just a dream and doesn't come true.
All right. Feeling better about your situation. It doesn't appear that anyone has been savagely beaten. You guys are able to complete your long rest and awake on the. Hey, actually, for once, the sun kind of peeks through more so than usual
Hmm.
on a
Finally.
semi-nice sunny day. This place probably only gets 10 sunny days a year, so enjoy the sun.
And Jesus. God, I think that's the first long rest we've ever had.
First long rest you have ever
Yeah,
had.
character. Yeah, your character.
Sleeping.
Yeah, I've been a. Oh, is that the Aura farmer right there? Is that Kieran? Or not Kieran? Brant. It goes through the recesses of my mind.
Where? Oh yeah, he just stumbles out of the meeting hall. Ugh. Ugh.
How do I leave the dungeon, actually?
Accidentally locked himself back up.
Where is the dungeon again? Sorry.
I
The
think
bigger
I'm
other
actually
tower in the
Loki's.
corner.
Yeah,
Oh,
Loki,
Okay.
what?
I think I'm Loki stuck in here, actually.
Oh, no.
Well,
New character. I'm kidding.
That's why it's the dungeon.
Okay, I think I made it out. Okay.
why are you stepping every single bit of the way? Let go. Let go. Let go.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
fuck.
Save us an hour.
It is-
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
just drop Karen. Where do you go?
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I was actually able to get some decent sleep last night.
I made the mistake of falling asleep on a chair, so my back's killing me.
Ooh.
But I did sleep through the night, so guess that's telling.
Sigwolf, did you stay in the dungeon last night?
Are you stupid?
No, but
Are you stupid?
the floor was warmer knowing that I could leave anytime I wanted.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Anyways, I already forgot. What was our plan for today? We're gonna go try to find some
People.
assistance for
Civilization.
Bjorn.
People to help us rebuild this
Is-
area.
Find a wife for Bjorn.
Oh, I love
Right.
women.
Especially those brunettes, right?
Especially
Yeah, I only like brunettes.
I only like
That way it's not the same character.
Crazy callback there.
I only like brunettes and not muscular.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Spend all your money on me. Gamble, gamble.
Okay, so right. Bjorn,
Find
do you have a
civilization.
direction? You said towards the southeast where the pointy ears elves.
I think I was gonna head that direction, but
Okay.
I don't know how helpful they're going to be. I think your time may be better suited on the other ones that are down there, maybe the shorter ones.
Okay.
Is one on the way to the other?
They kind of diverge off at a certain point.
Ah,
Do we have enough
sorry, Bjorn. You should
Gold.
ride separate.
to hire people?
That's true.
We just got a bunch of coin.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's enough to hire people for long term, but I mean, Get us
Start.
started.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Bjorn. Man, I gotta get this voice right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a preference with who you work with?
Everybody's equal.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Ugh.
I think he's asking if you're racist.
Mm. I'd say I am, as long as you don't swing that sword at me.
He's got a point.
Okay. Should we try to find hardier people if they're going to be doing hard labor? I'm not racist, but I don't.
What's
Huh?
hard? What's a hard ear?
Do you want to
No.
point us in the direction of some tougher people? Sequel?
Well, I mean, other than all the bodies laying around,
Right.
it would have
But what
been. Oh, sorry. Go on.
I mean, how are we going to find tougher people? There's no... Bjorn kind of gave us a direction to go. Do you know the area?
I'm pretty familiar with it. I mean, I may have been in a drunken rage, but I'm not.
Drunk.
What's the
Right.
word? What's the word? I'm not. Damn. I'm not bad at terrain.
He's a
Right,
real
but
good
what I'm asking
navigator.
is where are tougher people in the area?
Where are we at? We're in Void.
Oh my God.
Hold on. I gotta orient myself
Let
real
him
quick.
cook. Let
Hang
him
on,
cook.
I gotta
Let 'em cook.
bullshit this real quick.
Hold on, let him cook. So we're not in Void, right?
We're a little
Right.
bit above and to the west of it.
Never eat soggy waffles. Okay.
Okay.
We're killing daylight here, guys.
This is really good role.
Bjorn knows the way to the two villages. We'll follow Bjorn until the fork in the road, and then we'll split off and go our own way, right?
Yeah, just...
Unless we want to follow Bjorn to the main
agree
town
with
and
Kieran.
then go back.
That seems fine.
And then we
Searching a
just-
week for tougher people that don't exist doesn't sound as good as
we'll just-
finding.
We'll just find people who are willing to work and will have to get
Yeah.
paid for it.
I we don't. I don't
Indentured
know if
servitude.
I don't know if we have enough coin right now to be stingy. Is it beggars can't be choosers or whatever the fuck, or whatever.
Is that a saying in this timeline?
Maybe.
I'm
It is
A lot of
now.
things.
Maybe we
That's
can
good.
make
You
a
should
deal
write that down,
somehow.
Kieran.
Around here, they say
Ooh,
requesters
privileges.
cannot be selectors.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
I'm sure we can strike a deal. We can talk them down.
And you can have me vet them. I can make sure that they can take some of the labor.
What does that mean?
What's that mean?
What does that
You know,
mean?
fight them?
Maybe we can find them at the
No.
Home Depot.
These are
What is that?
trained eyes. I can tell from a glance if they can take what we're gonna dish out.
Okay. Well, let's prove it then.
Okay.
Let's say Kieran, you
Huh?
ask him to go build a monument right in the center there. You
I'm
think he
making
can
a
dish it
monument?
out?
I don't think he'd get far.
Kieran, what do you think?
You asking me if I can build a monument?
Yeah.
Maybe if you give me enough time.
Huh.
The right
It
Okay.
seems
materials.
like
About the
So
same.
he'll be like, yeah, I don't think I'd get
seems like
far.
you just proved you wrong, Sigwolf.
What?
Well, I mean, like, what kind of monument are we talking?
I was thinking stone.
No, all right, never mind.
Okay, well I wasn't.
I was
Isn't
more
that
of
what
a paper,
monuments are mostly?
a paper mache or maybe a clay. I could do something like that.
Who the hell is this guy?
Yeah. Bjorn, what happened?
Just Kendall's here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sitcom crowd laughing, clapping.
I'm the narrator.
Hey guys.
This is Bjorn when he takes off his beard.
Yeah.
Oh, gee willikers, that thing sure is heavy.
Oh, not. Oh, what's his name? Clarence? Fuck.
Anyway, on the road you go.
Let's go.
Yay.
You guys won't have to make survival checks as you're following the path and the map given by Bjorn.
And the Bjorn.
Thanks, boy.
You guys travel about 3 or 4 hours or so via the cart. Again,
You know if these I'm assuming gnomes, you know if they're negotiable? Bjorn?
well, as someone of the same stature as them, I'm pretty sure they'll be friendly. I've never met them, so who knows? Maybe they're all dicks.
Could be true.
I like you.
Thanks. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, he's surprisingly not as crazy as the last one, so
Oh, that's good. I'm glad I just run a free circus.
yeah, I don't know what is wrong with Lupin and how he attracts these freaks.
Not a freak.
You should keep him on a leash.
I'm normal.
You sure you're not racist?
I'm just a big fan of Tools, you know?
Oh, okay, I love that band personally.
The Traveling Bard Band.
Tools.
Crafts.
Oh yeah.
I love them.
Oh yeah.
Item.
Beast on a Rope is my favorite song by them.
Oh nice, yeah.
I love fuck. I love 2 and 46. Got it.
Now, whoa, actual Tool song.
Wait.
What the hell?
Yeah. I can't wait to see the Hangman's Knot. That's my favorite group. They're coming to they're gonna be playing at Fellfall Keep for this warped tour.
I can't wait to see Nap Coin. Got it.
I don't get that
3
one.
hours.
That's
All right,
sleep token.
No,
Sleep token Nap Coin.
horrible. After about 3 hours travel,
That was a sleep token reference.
you guys are able to see where there's not a fork in the road per se, but when he looks at the map, he's like, "All right, it looks like if you kept going that way a little bit further, you probably should come to whatever these small knife ears are."
Okay. I don't know who's driving, but okay.
Well, are we all going together?
To which one?
To the small knife ears. The gnome
I
settlement.
think that's
Wait,
her
we're
choice.
going? Just I'm real confused.
Well, I thought we were. I know we were going to the small.
Okay. Okay, I was just confused.
But
Okay,
I didn't
'cause
know if he was coming to the smaller ones with us.
he's taking the wagon. He's going to the Elven village to see if he can drum up some support for you guys there.
Yeah, the dwarf
Yeah.
going to the elfin village sounds good.
Did we want to go to the Elven village with them?
He said that it'd be smarter for us to split up.
Probably
okay.
better to split up.
All right.
Bjorn,
I also think it'd be a good
I
idea.
trust you,
to split up.
man. And this is the last time we see you. It was nice, I think.
Yeah, try not to grow any more freaks that I have to put in this wagon.
Yeah, I can't
Brimstone.
control that.
Brimstone gets a little agitated when he has to pull the freaks around.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm not that freaky. Why are you guys so
I
mean
only
to me?
like brunette women. That's not freaky at all.
I'm not a freak.
Safe travels, Bjorn.
See you back at camp.
Before Bjorn leaves, I rip up a piece of my
Oh,
loincloth.
Oh
God.
no.
He's already
Pull him
gone.
by
He's
the
down the
waist
road.
and
He's
pull
down
him
the
in for a
road.
deep
Okay, I just stand there with my hand on my loincloth.
he actually, yeah, he keeps pulling off his loincloth. He's actually just
He's gonna run
butt-ass
out.
naked.
Cover
I was
yourself
about
up,
to say, it's like,
Sigwolf,
how
please.
long is it?
Yeah, right?
It regrows. It's got to regrow.
Oh, okay. Magic item. That's what he used for
Yeah,
his
the
magic
The
item.
loincloth or the
Whoa.
Nice, 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 nice. Anyway.
All right,
so-
who's driving?
So you guys would
Not
be
it.
walking at this point.
Okay, we're walking.
Oh, he took the cart.
Yeah.
He had his own cart originally.
I thought he had his own cart.
Oh, you guys. Oh, you took your. I see what you're saying. I thought you guys all rode with him, and then you were just gonna hoof it the last hour.
Oh no.
I guess
Okay.
we could.
Maybe.
Yeah, just take our own.
I mean, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Retcon it all, DM.
All right. Take a vote. Do
In
we-
my mind, we have been on our own cart, and he was on his own cart this whole time.
That's what I thought.
Okay, we'll go with that. So that's at least half. So we'll say you guys have the cart. I'd say whoever's driving, just make a survival check with advantage. This shouldn't be that difficult to make it. Please don't get lost here. I mean, it's
Lupin has led us astray so many times. I'm driving.
Amy.
Okay.
Let me pull up my character sheet. You said survival check?
Mm-hmm.
The amount of times Lupin's actually got us lost to 0. The amount of times Kieran's got us lost twice.
2.
Lupin got us lost that one time.
Maybe.
That's pretty good. 21.
Oh yeah, easily enough. So you guys spend about an hour or so trudging down the path as Bjorn leaves you off in the distance. You guys are able to stumble upon what appears to be a semi-fortified village. You can see there's almost like 2 banners that hang up upon these kind of small walls. The walls are only about 6 foot tall. So you can't really peer over them unless you're taller than that. And they have like, little spikes at the top. But you can see that it's almost like 2 sides to it. There's appears like towards a hilly, kind of rocky outcropping. There appears to be like very stony hills with like little tunnel entrances. Now the other side appears to be a semi-tree, foresty, shrubby kind of area with like little like hamlets or so. They're not like big stone or like houses. They look like they're dug into the hills, almost kind of like what hobbits like live in. You can see there's stone paths that wind in between the different houses. There's tiny little gardens on one side from there. There's weapon racks on the other with like spears and things like that. There's a couple over connecting like wooden bridges that look like they would connect a second part. So on top of the hill, there's like a little like towers, and you can see there's like wooden bridges that go across. You can see that this place is full of gnomes. They're kind of bustling around, walking back and forth. Some of them are laughing and like giggling back and forth in a gnomish. And looking off towards the other side, you guys see what appears to be like a darker skin. You guys have probably not seen these before if you've never been to the Underdark. They appear to be like deep gnomes. It looks like they're working
Oh.
hard at some look like they're smithing something. Others look like they're repairing parts of the wall itself. But this settlement appears to have, just at glance, 50 to 55 gnomes. Look like they're kind of meandering around. All of them are about 3, maybe 3.5 foot tall. Some of them are a little bit taller, some a little bit shorter. You can see where there's like families and things like that. This looks like a decently thriving community. What would you guys like to do?
Should we
Disrupt this
the-
community and take some of them.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh boy,
Now white showing.
we're here to kidnap.
I think
feel
Chris
like
let a
we could
little bit
take
of
this
his.
over.
He said, "What should rip some of his
We can take him.
loincloth again?"
Yeah.
Yeah. You're coming
Come on,
with
show
me
your
now.
loincloth and wrap them up and then take.
You
Yeah.
want to talk to
I-
some
I-
of the
I think
people
it's-
wandering?
Or the deep gnomes.
You can talk to either one.
I've never seen the deep gnomes, or I've never seen gnomes like that before.
Yeah, they're weird looking.
They're
Say
so
that.
tiny. They're so small.
So you just
They probably-
you can see there's a couple different like levels, I guess, of people. You can see where you have like the forest gnomes. They're wearing kind of more like soft, breezy cloths, kind of like farmer clothes. Some of them look like they're maybe wearing like bakery attire. It looks like they're more like the cooking and the agriculture type aspect. you see all the deep gnomes. They appear to be wearing more like smithing equipment. Some are wearing leather armor, like their guards. Some of them are wearing like little crossbows and spears. So you kind of get a dichotomy of this, how it looks like their areas laid out, where there's the protectors and the providers, kind of laid out from there. So you can see as you guys enter the kind of forest gnomes, if they notice you, they kind of act a little off. They're just like, oh, okay, this is weird. We don't get people that walk around over here. And they're kind of a little bit on edge. You can see that the deep gnomes that would notice you from there, they kind of stand almost like ready. They have their spear, their shields ready. Some of them have their crossbows, and they kind of just eye you curiously.
Hold up hands.
Rip off my
Kieran.
loincloth.
Speak common.
Kieran waves and greets them in gnome.
Oh, you speak Gnomish?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, look at there. What do you say in Gnomish?
Say hello. We don't mean to intrude. We're looking for employees.
Helpers.
They kind of look. They're like employees. They're like, we live here. What? They're speaking in Gnomish, of course. What? What do you need employees?
We recently took over a fort not too far, a couple hours from here. And it is in need of some repairs and could use some help rebuilding it.
Oh, well, this that might be possible. You'd have to talk to Winry though. She's in charge.
Wait. Okay.
And then
Right.
some of the other deep gnomes, they kind of look at you as like, no, Thoric's in charge.
Shh.
Hmm.
Oh,
I
no.
turn back to the group. We need to talk to either Winry or Thorax.
Thoric.
Thoric.
Thorek. I'll go and give you the names here so you know who you're looking for.
Okay.
Or there you go. All right, so you get to that one.
Do they not speak common?
They didn't regard you when you said anything in excuse me, in common.
You guys also speak
damn.
common? I say. No.
They say no. Not really. It's not really our
Ah.
strong suit.
Any other
Um,
languages?
The other one looks at you. They say, hello in common.
Hey, how's it going, kiddo?
You
they,
know.
they look back and forth. They're like, did he call me a goat? They're like, I think he called you a goat. And the other, they kind of look at you.
Oh,
joke.
they're like so uneducated in common. Got it.
They one of them. They kind of like he just sticks his tongue out at you like, bleh.
Okay.
Okay.
Brandon's like,
slowly
"All
nods. He's like,
Is
okay.
it- This is not so hot.
Anyway, you can find out. They're probably in the council. They're up talking, and they kind of point out like just a general building in the middle.
Council.
You wouldn't know that.
Yeah, I guess we have to go check out the council over that way.
Okay.
Hey, all right, yeah, you're in charge here. Can't really help you out.
And thanks, guys. I'll head
Thanks.
Over that way.
I say to the one that spoke common.
Give a thumbs up.
He goes, Wednesday.
Thank you. Yeah, okay.
All right, so you guys make your way up to what appears to be maybe the best construction building that you can see. It's almost the only one that's standing kind of true on its own. Looks like to be a multi-storied kind of like wooden / stone structure. It has very nicely crafted windows. You can see that it looks like some true craftsmanship really had to create this place. There's two large archway doors that look like it kind of opens into a foyer, and then it goes into like a very large like kind of meeting hall where you can hear there's some squabbling back and forth in Gnomish before there's you can hear like a soft feminine voice kind of break through sometimes in common. It's like she's like, gentlemen, please. And then it's kind of back and forth back in Gnomish.
I understood that.
So there. I'm assuming that's Winfrey.
Only one way to find out.
Perhaps. Hello?
We busted.
Yeah. We need assistance.
We need workers.
You can see where there's almost like a crescent moon kind of shaped table on either side of this largest meeting hall. On one side, you can see where there's at the head of a table of a little bit of a podium appears to be a forest gnome. You can see where they have almost like a bright amber eyes. They have like stray leaves in their hair. They have like brownish red hair that flows down. It's unkempt. Their spectacles are kind of bouncing upon their face as they're talking, as they're like almost like bickering back and forth in Gnomish. You can see that she actually has like acorn earrings as well, very connected and in tune with nature.
Oh, she's so woodsy. She's so wood-pilled.
On the other side so just think of like two crescent moons aiming at each other. On the other side, on top of another podium, appears to be a deep gnome where they have a very they're speaking in like Gnomish, but it's a very like slowish, more kind of methodical way that they're speaking. This appears to be someone who is like bald. He has darker gray skin, wearing like a smithing apron. He has leather gauntlets and greaves. He has a large like two-handed axe on his back, and his arms are kind of crossed, and he's kind of grumbling back and forth at them from there.
Is he like slurring his words? Like I guess what do you mean by like
Is
slur?
he drunk?
He just has a more like muffled grumble way that he's speaking Gnomish. Like the other guys are like, "Fine, why would you do this?" He's more of like, "I don't know. That's not what I'm gonna do."
Got it.
So
Okay,
it's just
okay.
slower.
Alright.
And sitting so you have the two crescent moons aimed at each other, and then towards the other end of the hall, so kind of think at like a small little like table-ish area. It's not a crescent moon, it's more of just like a very eloquently crafted wood table. There appears to be a tall and slender but pale skin. Looks like a half elf. They have like a silvery blonde hair that has like it goes down to curls. Her ears are pointed, but they're like subtly pointed, almost as you can see that there's a mix of a human and an elf. Their clothing is a mixture of like some fine silks, also with some earthen leathers, with different arcane symbols that kind of dot across like her body, or not her body true, but like on the clothes she's wearing. She has like a leather-bound book that you can see is like sitting on her in front of her. She has like a ledger that looks like it's open that she's like writing things down in. She has like another like silver little flute on her hip, and she wears like a circlet almost that has like so like a think of like a headpiece. It's like a little tiara sort of, but it's not as fancy as a tiara. It's like a little jewelry adorning piece on her forehead, in the shape of two like wreaths that go up with a moon right in the middle.
Okay, it's pretty sick.
You can see that they're kind of arguing back and forth about things, and on each of those other sides of the moons, you have like the two main faction leaders, it appears like, and there's a couple, maybe 4 or 5 representatives along with them on each side of the table, and they're all kind of just bickering back and forth. They don't really notice your entrance, as you guys are just they're kind of in not a heated debate, but you could just you could get bits and pieces that she's talking back and forth. So she's like, "I understand the druids are important," and she's like, you hear another part where they're talking about it's like, "I know the need for the rock, I know, but the mines are not safe," and they're just kind of talking back and forth. So clearly something is going on here. What would you guys like to do?
Should we interrupt?
I feel like it's a bad time.
Anyone
Are we?
else
We're,
have-
we're not in the room. Wait, are we in the room?
So you're looking. That's what you could see through. It's like an archway there. So you've already walked into the main building. No one stopped you from there.
I mean, if anyone's
those-
going to interrupt.
Yeah, those are doors that like you just open. In their kind of you went through like a general foyer. You went into like another room that like kind of goes up to, some stairs, but instead of going up, you looked immediately to the left. And in this archway, that's where their big meeting room is. There's no doors to this, or the doors that are there, they're already propped open. So clearly they knew that they were going to be having a conversation with a group in here today.
Well, if the gnomes back there were bickering about who's in charge, then I assume that these are probably the people bickering in charge.
Sounds like it.
These are probably the people then that we should talk to.
Yeah, normally I don't
Seawolf,
care for
go on in.
interrupting. Oh, okay. You really think they're gonna be willing to negotiate with us if we interrupt their clearly struggling conversation?
Well, it sounds like they're talking about something that possibly we could help with. I don't know.
Help for help.
Do you just
Yeah.
want to go in and see if we ask them if they want us to help?
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say
All right.
you're a negotiator here.
Some of it
Politely
was-
interrupt.
So some of it was in different language, right? Or was it all gnome?
All that you heard was a gnomish. She was going back and forth. What she was saying was in common. There's most of the back and forth was in gnomish. I think the deep gnome speaks something else. Let me double check real quick.
Deep
Or-
speech.
I think they might just be deep or undercommon. Where is their thing? Society, their culture, art. I just want to know what language they speak. I'm gonna go with, for now, they were speaking in Undercommon.
Okay.
So there's a mixture of the gnomes speaking gnomish, as the other people were speaking Undercommon back to them. She's kind of like not translating, but going back and forth, and you can hear the bits of what she's saying in common coming out. She appears to be very well versed in whatever she's doing for them.
Probably the person we should talk to then.
Just politely interrupt if we can.
How do you politely interrupt someone?
Excuse us.
The bickering kind of goes back and forth before they kind of just suddenly stop, and everyone kind of looks at you, and there's a hush that falls over the crowd for a moment.
I apologize in gnome, and then I look to. So it was a lady that was the.
There's a lady in
woman
this
coming?
in the center.
I'll
Do
speak.
they speak common?
Do you say that in common?
I don't want to take away those things, so no.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
All right.
that's
Owie.
fine.
So what do you say to her?
I'm fine with going with what Bran was saying. Yeah, does anyone here speak common, or are you the only one? Also, are you Rennie? Is it Rennie?
I thought it was Winfrey.
Okay, hang on.
I see a
No.
Rennie in the chat.
Oh,
My name is Valerelia.
Oh.
Rennie is this gnome, and she points towards the forest gnome, the one that's at the top.
I just wave awkwardly. And Thoric, I look and point at the other one. I presume that's.
She nods. That is indeed Thoric. May I ask what you're doing here at our council meeting?
Yes. Our apologies for interrupting, but we asked someone in town. We were mentioning wanting to look for work and also looking to employ. And they said to talk to these two.
Well, she says in Gnomish, I guess only you would have. She was like, "Let's adjourn this meeting for now and come back later." And they kind of grumble back and forth, and they're like, "Fine, whatever." And then they all get up and they kind of shuffle out from there. She takes what appears to be the ledger from the meeting and she closes that. She's like, "It'd be impolite to speak about them with whether they're here. We'll follow this way." And she stands up, and you can see she's very tall for like a half elf. And she makes her way over towards like a chamber. She kind of opens the door and allows you guys to enter. This appears to be some sort of like a reading room, a small library. You see that she has like a desk, and there's books and maps and things kind of strewn all over the place. She she walks up to the fireplace and she starts on like a pot where she puts a couple herbs and some things from a jar, and it looks like she's gonna brew some sort of tea. Then, as it's kind of cooking for there, she goes over to like a very finely crafted chair behind her desk, and she kind of sits from there. I do apologize for the bickering back and forth. You can see that we're currently at a little bit of a standstill on the future of the village. A lot of priorities need to be taken care of, and I don't think they'll be willing to spare anybody until those are satisfied.
Mediator for them?
I'm a diplomat per se. I don't give favor one way or the other, but I do try to provide solutions that would benefit both of these clans that have been together for quite some time. But you can see that they have very spirited leaders of their factions that get on quite tangents.
What is it they're conflicting over?
So there's some issues that they believe that if they had the full support of the other's faction, they could complete them without delay, and they could continue the projects that their clan finds to be the most important. But if it was just one clan by themselves, they're unable to complete these tasks, as they're a little large for one small faction to complete. There's a couple of things that they're bickering upon, which each one thinks is equally as important as the other, thus the standstill, as no one appears to budge on what they would like to do. This is probably the third meeting that we've had, and we've had no results come out of this.
Jeez.
Is there
True bad
any
mediator.
helping it?
I'm sorry, that was those two things at once. What?
I think Brand said that was a bad mediator.
Well, like I said, I try not to give favor one way or another. I just present the facts in a less argumentative tone. I've had a lot of years of diplomacy under my belt, and this is where I feel more comfortable than at some college learning away at institutions. I think if you did say you're attempting to, you need employees? Is that what you said?
Yeah, we recently came into. We acquired a fort not far from here recently, and we need help repairing it and getting it back into better shape.
I see. And you would like some of the gnomes' assistants to do that. They are quite handy and crafty-like.
It would be appreciated. We have some coin to spare. Some
And
I think
free
this-
lodging.
ways to pay.
Free lodging. I think that's important.
I do think
there's lodging.
I do think
High
you-
quality lodging.
Yeah. The best lodging someone could ask for. I do think
Once
this could be
it's
arranged, but you may have to curry favor with the factions themselves in order to get their minds off that and be willing to spare their people to assist you in that regard.
Right.
I think if you spoke with each of the faction leaders, you would get an idea of what they're looking for, and maybe at the next council meeting, which should be returning to sometime in this afternoon. Maybe you could present your ideas of what you'd like to do for them, and perhaps
Does
that-
either of them speak common?
the Winry and Thoric both speak common, not fluently, but enough to understand and portray their ideas. They just prefer to yell at each other in languages that the other doesn't understand because I guess they just think it's funny or something.
Pretty funny.
Why haven't the factions just fought and then whoever wins the battle, they take their priority?
It is a tradition of unity that's been passed down for many, many generations. They don't come to blows. They settle their disputes pretty much in this court. Otherwise, if you were to kill or take over the other one, it's like you're cutting off one half of a tree. The other part of the tree cannot live with the leaves. The leaves cannot live without the roots.
Not all this
So
Wolf,
the
do
reason
you
we
not know what
grow-
diplomacy is?
Huh?
Wolf, do you not know what diplomacy is?
Diplomacy works a bit different in my village. I know there's no real voting. A lot of the talks is just whoever's last standing.
Okay. We'll unpack that later. Okay, so if you were to, I know you try not to show bias, but if you were to, I don't know, give a hint as to which do you think would be more willing to negotiate? Which one's easier to talk to?
I think it depends on your negotiation style. If you're more whimsical and carefree, perhaps Winry would be up your alley, but if you're more stoic and straightforward, I think you maybe get across to Thoric easier.
Thoric. Mm.
Perhaps if each of you, well, there are a quote-unquote even number of you, maybe you can split
Oh.
off and speak to the faction leaders and reconvene at the council yourself. I think we can have some people bring some chairs for you.
Oh, I love chairs.
I wouldn't mind
Oh,
sitting.
She goes and she, would any of you like tea?
What flavor?
It's like an
Tea.
it's like an earthen lavender.
Mm.
I'll have some, please. Thank you.
So she'll,
Yeah.
she'll pour some tea if you guys like it.
I'll sniff it and then just start chugging.
Okay.
It's hot as fuck,
Chug.
but sure.
Like a shot.
It,
glass.
yeah, it is hot.
He likes
Anyone
the pain.
who drinks the tea for the next hour, you have a +5 to persuasion rolls.
Whoa.
Hooray!
Nice.
Hooray!
We needed
Perhaps
it.
that'll be useful.
Did you get?
Um,
needed that.
But she does look at a you can see that I don't know if you guys have ever seen one before, but it appears that they've made a clock or some kind of timekeeping contraption. She does point out whenever these hands would be in this position, that the next council meeting will start. So she points what appears to be about an hour and a half. They'll have another council meeting.
Hmm.
But
All right, so we
hopefully
should
you'll be
split
able to
up.
bring you'll be able to bring some resolution to their bickering.
I'd prefer talking to the Force Gnome, Rennie, or
Mhm.
Winry.
Winry? Rinny?
Winry.
Yeah, I
We
don't
need
think it'd go
whimsy.
well if I talk to her.
Is that the straightforward one or is that the whimsical one?
That's the one.
Straightforward is Thoric.
Thought the
I'll go
Thoric.
see Thoric.
You know what? I'm gonna give my hand at what's your name?
Rinny.
Riddy. This is gonna go well.
Ready.
All right, so you have Kieran and Sigwolf going to Rinny, and Lupin and Brand going to
Thoric.
Thoric. So you could see that they've kind of split off into their own little sub factions or so. You could see that they're not too terribly far away, but one of them walks down and they're kind of standing around in like a lovely little park area. It's like a fountain, and they're all kind of just chatting in their forest gnome back and forth. And the other faction looks like they're standing on top of like a stone outcropping, and they're like they're eating on like what appears to be like some kind of stale bread. as they're kind of just bickering back and forth in Undercommon. Which team would like to go first?
Go Undercommon first.
Okay.
The Thork.
Break forward first.
All right. So it should be
That's Brandon.
Lupin.
Yeah, Lupin.
Okay. You
So
guys
what's
are both
fully
kinda,
real quick,
Mhm.
just team huddle. What's fully our goal here? Our goal is to try to convince them to work together, so that way
Yeah.
or see what their issues are and potentially tackle it ourselves.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, some form of unity, so they can hash out whatever
Okay.
it is they need to in a
Okay.
timely manner, so they can
Okay.
divulge resources to us.
See what their problems
divide
are
and
and see
conquer.
how we can,
How
help
we
keep
can
the
help them.
unity. Yeah. Help them so they
Right.
can help us with having, giving us people that we can employ, I guess.
Okay.
I love that.
Roger. Right before Brand and Lupin get to where the others are, like right before we see them, Brand's gonna while walking look at Lupin and be like, "Oh yeah, I should probably let you know since we were talking about trust and everything earlier, and now that I guess I don't have to worry about Val as much anymore. My name's Rook, not Brand, and I don't have amnesia."
Rook as in like the chess piece spelling.
Yep.
Thing? Okay.
Yeah, since we're on a whole trust thing, anyways, we should get this done.
Yeah, see if we can get our living arrangements tidied up.
Yeah.
Let's
Alright.
go talk to
So
the guy.
where are they? So they're like outside.
Yeah, so they both exited the general vicinity. They're still in a small courtyard-ish area. The Thoric, his group went up towards the hills, toward a little outcropping there, and Winry's group went down to like a little fountain area.
All right.
And they do speak somewhat common, just understandable. They're able to. Okay.
Their faction leader does.
So we just see them on the horizon.
Yep, they're kind of just talking amongst themselves.
Are we close to them? Do we have to, or can we just keep?
You just walk up to them.
Hey,
They kind of look over
hey,
at
can
you.
we talk to Thoric?
They all kind of
Thoric
like
with
look.
you?
Thoric kind of speaks up. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, heard you're having some issues. We're here to help.
Make a persuasion check.
Just very. You said straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. I'm not adding the +5 because I didn't drink the tea. However, I already have a +8 and I rolled a 19.
Okay.
So
He looks over.
27.
He's like, anything would be helpful, honestly.
All right. So funny thing about that, we're actually needing some employees, some workers. We recently landed in a little settlement not too far from here, and it's a bit of a shithole. We're trying to fix it up. If you'd be willing to offer maybe some helpers, we could take care of whatever your issue is.
I think that could be arranged. We do need 2 things done, if you're so inclined. You see,
Well, let's hear
us,
'em.
us Umberdeep clan,
Ooh.
we yearn to build and to create and to further our progress of what we have. And we can only do that with materials and tools, right? And he looks at you and the the other deep gnomes are like, right.
Yeah.
And so Winry doesn't seem to understand to build more, you need those things. Right? Right.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Agreed.
So if we wanted to build more, we need to make tools, right? Right.
Oh my fucking god, I love these guys.
As you can see, Hive Mind Collective, whatever Thoric says, they're like, yep, that makes sense. Well,
Not a lot of free thinkers here.
These guys are
the
great.
the last time we went into the tunnels to mine for the very specific ore that we need to make our tools, we can't go in there because there's something. We send people in and they don't come back out. So we were saying we need Winry's group to help us to get in there so we can maybe fight what's in there and then we'll be all right. Right. That's part
Okay.
one. The other part
Okay.
is we need to mine the stone. So once we have the tools, or we could get the stone first, but the dwarves in those hills over there, and he points kind of off in the distance, they won't let us mine their rocks. So somebody needs to talk to them, and we need a contingent to go with us, or we're gonna get murdered. So we need
Right,
somebody to
right,
talk
right,
to them. Right. They do it right after you. They don't speak any common, but they hear you say that, they're like, "Yep." We need somebody to talk to them and tell them that we can do that because we've mined there for many, many years. Years.
Oh, okay, switching it up.
But they need an agreement, and I don't know what they want because I don't speak Dwarvish, and I don't care to learn. They should learn to speak Undercommon. But
Right.
they all kind of look at you.
You're not here.
Who said that?
Someone saying right over there, and we're not saying it after him because he's not here. But if you could get Winry to understand those 2 points that need to be accomplished, then I'll loan you some of my people. And I'll be sure they'll be happy to build your walls and smith your tools.
Sure. Okay. I mean, I can talk to Rennie about that. However, wouldn't it be easier if we just went instead of Rennie's group?
You know, I never thought of that. But that's not a bad idea. Idea.
Oh, okay. Bad.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I would be so inclined if you think that would be good. You should tell them at the council meeting that you'll do it. And I'll send you people.
Sure thing.
Sounds like a
Easy
deal.
enough. Thanks for your time, Thoric.
They offer you a piece of bread.
I
like-
They rip off a,
They
they rip off a
like-
piece of their loincloth.
I like your bodyguard too. He's a quiet one. Doesn't look like he does much, but we like him.
Right.
Yeah, but he's intimidating. Right?
Right.
Yeah. These are my favorite people.
Well, you haven't met your other people yet.
Um,
So now you have kind of an
See the
agenda. of
meeting,
what
Thoric?
they were- Right.
Good job, Luke.
The meeting. Meanwhile, at the fountain, you guys see sitting at the fountain. There appears to be looks like Winry. They're kind of almost like I think a little bit of a fun time. They're kind of like splashing in like the fountain, and some of them looks like they're praying, but they're just having like a little enjoyable little picnic almost.
Hello.
What language are you speaking?
I guess gnome.
Okay. She regards you back in Gnomish. Oh, hello. We saw you at the meeting.
Gibberish.
I'm
Hey,
surprised.
are you Winry?
I am.
You're surprised?
Yeah, we don't get a lot of people here, so it's
Ah.
always weird to see people, especially not
Yeah.
us.
That's fair. You guys
they
are kind
literally-
of just out here in the middle of nowhere.
Always have been, always will. That's us,
Yeah.
the Moss Glints.
So we were actually we heard you guys talking before, and it seems like there was a problem that maybe we can help you guys with.
We do have a couple problems, but Thoric, he just doesn't understand you can't do things if you don't get fed. I guess he just wants to work and get that bread for free that he's eating right now. He thinks it just comes out of the mines.
So are they do all the mining and you guys do baking? What do you guys
Yeah.
do?
The farming. We make the clothes sometimes. We do the agriculture. We water the plants. Sometimes we cut down the trees, but we don't do the milling. That's Thoric's people. But we'll cut the trees down for them.
Gotcha. So what is it that you guys need help with? You guys need... What do you guys need?
Well,
Where can we
Thoric
help?
doesn't seem to understand that in order to build more things, you need more lumber. But he won't escort my people into the forest to go get more lumber. He's afraid of the treants out there, that they're going to get squished. We sent a couple people before, and they never came back. Well, one guy came back, and he kind of died shortly thereafter. Very sad time. We did have a nice funeral for him, and we ate a lot of pastries. So overall, it was an okay day. But yeah, somebody has to deal with those trees out there, or we're not going to be able to get any more lumber. And then the second thing he doesn't understand is, as you can see, water plays an important part in our society. We need this water. This fountain's almost empty. We keep splashing it out all the time.
Okay.
But it's a very special water, and it's very sacred to our people. It's almost what puts us together, because the water is life. We need somebody to go get us more water. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's fun. That's what makes it important. But we need...
To go get the water, is there like a local spring or river that you guys can go collect water from?
Maybe you've been there. It sounds like you have. Anyway, we can't go there alone because there's some druids that don't let us take any of the water. Somebody needs to talk to them and tell them we can take the water.
Gotcha.
Oh,
So as long as those two things are solved, would you guys be willing to offer some people to help us rebuild our fort?
Yeah, I think we would be more than happy to do that. And if you could get Thorpe to understand that as well, I think that'll be just fine. Because who else doesn't want fresh pastries in the morning and your beds made and things to be nice and clean?
I definitely love pastries, and I would love to try one before we go take care of those tree people and the druids for you.
Here, try this one. And she pulls out of her pouch. She hands you. It's got like a fluffy
Just
small
on
cake,
demand.
and it has like toaster strudel icing on top.
Delicious.
You bite
I
into
would-
it. Yeah. You were just like, this is really fucking good. Like it had like a couple fruits in there that were kind of mashed up into like a jam that was filled on the inside. You're like, this is fucking bomb. I'd run through a tree for this.
For sure. Okay. Well, we will get on that, and we'll get back to you.
Can I splash in the water?
Yeah, go ahead. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. They just start splashing you with the water.
It's like a shotgun blast from
Yeah.
Sigwolf's big hand.
Yeah. I
He
like.
just
I
takes
like.
I see now.
I
A
like-
scoop of the water just whoosh,
Yeah.
and just drowns one of the gnomes.
Turns into a wave.
Like, like when you're a kid and you're trying to like use the palm of your hand to create a wave, I just fucking scoop it all up
Oh
with my
my
forearm and just
make a,
blast it at him.
Make a strength check.
Oh no.
What's that? There we go. Where's my strength? I have the map up still.
There goes all the
Uh-oh.
pastries.
Okay, I forgot my strength's that high.
I drank the potion of the heal giant strength to splash
Oh
the water around.
no.
Oh fuck. Okay. 24.
Yeah, so you create a small like typhoon in the fountain, and you shove out like a gallon of water, and it like splashes, and like 3 gnomes fall out of the fountain.
Alright, so maybe we talk to the druids first. Man said, fuck all your water.
I look back at Kieran. I guess this is unity.
Yeah. So I feel unified. Title card. But yeah, so she says,
Invincible
well,
unity.
yeah, we'll see you at the meeting. And she goes back, she's like, I want another pastry. She goes,
She's just shoveling them down.
Yep,
Right.
yeah. Right. That's only one group that does that.
I wish I was in that group.
They go splash, 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 splash.
Yeah. This is more of an onomatopoeia. They make the wish swash, wish swash, wish swash. Whoosh. Yeah, so I'd say you guys are able to walk back up and meet basically in front of the meeting house to reconvene what you know.
All right.
So
How'd it
druids.
go? What?
Oh, I thought we were glancing over there. I thought we were time skipping.
Oh. Yeah, so druids. Yeah, apparently control the. But they don't like the gnomes taking the water from the river or something like that. So I guess we'll have to go figure that out. And then there's, I guess there's like tree ants or something stomping on people in the woods. That's fun.
Okay. I see why they're kind of at a standstill a little bit.
Yeah, they wanted some escort party, I think is what it came down to.
Yeah, but they're
So
just
did
not
ours.
willing to help each other out on that.
Ours is pretty much the
So-
same thing.
Yeah. I
Would
just
we
offered
escort them
us to go.
individually?
I just offered us to go in their stead while the other team potentially did what they needed.
We basically just said that we'll take care of both of them. And I figured we'd figure it out when we get there.
All right, so how are we going to convince them in the meeting? We're just going to say we'll do it all?
Well, we'll probably need some help. Like, if it's treants, depending on how many there are, it could get bad quick. And then it doesn't seem like you guys were even told what's in the mines.
No.
No. So, that's concerning. Talking to the dwarves will be easy because we can just have Bjorn ride along with us.
That's true. You want to know Druidic? Or Druidic?
Yep, Druidic.
Is that a thing?
Druidic is the language.
Not a clue.
What?
Nope.
You guys can make
Thing is across the Elven.
you guys can make a history check if you'd like on Druidic people, if you'd like.
All right, history, I guess.
Let me know if anybody gets above a 15.
Well,
I got 18 minus 1, 17.
if at 15, can I get it?
At 15 is the DC.
Yippee!
You say
Right.
history?
Mhm.
No.
Let's see what Lupin gets. I heard there's a dice roll somewhere.
3.
So two of you would know that druids are people of the forest. They don't only speak in Druidic. Depends on what their actual race are before they decide to join a Druidic circle. They never forget the language that they spoke. So there's a good chance that they probably speak a number of languages that are not only Druidic.
You want to let them know? Sigwolf?
Sorry. Can you say that again? They
Oh
they
my
only know a
God.
handful.
They'll
No,
speak
no.
other languages.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'll
If you want to talk to the druids.
yeah, we can talk to the druids. They speak other languages.
Mm-hmm.
So we can convince Thoric that the smartest thing to do is to go and handle Rennie's issues first. Because it'll be just overall an easier situation, and we will go and do it along with a little bit of help. And then, whenever that's done, we will immediately go and handle their situation right after. Also using us, so that way they don't have to worry about losing any of their manpower, I guess.
Right.
Thoric seemed pretty easy to convince.
Same with the other ones. I don't know why they have such a conflict.
I think they just
going
hate
on.
each other.
It seems like it.
All right. Well, I guess we can go talk back to half elf girl. I forgot her name. Her name was very confusing.
Thaurelia.
Aurelia. Okay.
Farilia.
Farilia. Aurelia, fair song. That's okay.
That's okay. Oh, that rain in the village. Okay. So you guys just want to go talk to her right there, or do you want to wait for the meeting, or? I'd say this whole
I guess
general
we'll just-
conversation of you guys talking to them and coming back and forth, it probably took about 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, wasn't that time? Because she said half an hour.
She's had about an hour and a half.
She said
So-
hour and a half.
Oh god, we have a whole hour left. Holy shit.
Like I said, if you want to go talk to her now, you can. If you were to tell her all the stuff you wanted to do, she would say just present it at the meeting for them to all understand.
Right.
Um,
We'll just wait for the meeting.
Probably just better to just like wait for the meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd say you guys are able to kind of short rest if you needed anything. Kind of enjoy some of your rations, and you kind of glance around the village and just see if there's anything there. You see there's people just look like they're living their own little life. They don't seem to hate each other. Sometimes you see the deep gnomes. Looks like they're playing with, like some of the kids are playing with some of the forest gnome kids. What's that sound?
Someone's mic.
Yeah, I was like, I hear something else. That's weird. But you guys are able to just see that, you know, it doesn't seem that's all bad. There's no true hatred that runs through there, but there's definitely civil disagreements where they feel like something else should be done instead. But like I said, after the hour or so passes, you can see you guys make your way back into that general meeting hall. Thyrelia is already seated at her council table at the top. Towards the center back, a little bit towards the doors, you can see they have a couple chairs lined up for you guys to sit down at. And there's like a couple little like tables that you guys can sit, so you're not like just sitting there in a chair awkwardly in the middle. The other gnomes, they kind of walk up past you guys, and the ones that you spoke to kind of regard you with like head nods and knowing that you'll back them up. As you guys walk to the their little moon seating, and then Aurelia looks over and she says, "All right," and she kind of waves her hand like, and the doors behind you guys, close shut.
Whoa.
Roll initiative. Nah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, ultimate
Oh my
ambush.
God. Oh my god.
She takes her gavel and she kind of bangs twice. Doom doom. The Council of the Hollow is now in session. Would anyone like to make opening remarks?
Yeah.
Yes. We'll allow our visitors to speak first.
Yeah. So, I'm Rook, and I heard about everyone's situation here, and I think there's a pretty easy fix to all of this. And that's us.
They kind of look and they look back at, they look at each other, then they look at you guys, and there's some grumblings and some kind of, what are they talking about?
So I talked to Thoric, and it seemed pretty straightforward with what his issues are. And my friends here talked to you, Rennie, and kind of the same thing. So what we're offering is to help both of you. Crazy, right?
Right.
Right.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
However, Thoric, I think it would be easier for everyone, and you won't have to worry about much of the stress anyways, because we'll be doing most of the heavy lifting. I think it'd be easier for us to help out Rennie first.
Wrong. Why do you think that? I thought you were going to support us in this meeting.
I am supporting you. I'm gonna be doing most of your work for you, so you don't have to worry about anything.
Make a persuasion check.
Right.
Perhaps.
Maybe. Yeah.
All right. 15 plus 8. What's that? 20, 22, 20, 23.
He appears to be persuaded. He nods his head. All right, I'll entertain this.
So we have a dwarven friend. He's not here right now. He's out doing something else. But we think that he will be able to help us find and talk to the dwarves that are holding up all your mining resources, right?
Only one of them goes right.
They are so out of sync now that you've thrown him a curveball.
Yeah. But he's not here. So we thought, while we're waiting on him to come back, we'll just go in and knock out Rennie's situations. And this isn't me choosing Rennie over you, Thoric. It's very obvious that it's important for, you need materials to keep creating stuff. How else are you going to survive? But also, kind of need food and water. They're,
You gotta help both halves to make a whole.
Are you suggesting that you all do the work? Says Rennie.
I mean, maybe a little bit of help from, like, at the very least, like, one of you point us in the right direction and come along with us. That way we know where we're going and what you're wanting us to do. But, I mean, for the most part, yeah. That way you don't have to stress out about anything.
So you're saying we would work together? Like making a pastry? We work together with both hands to make it?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
You
Well, we
can't
do-
make a pastry without...
Mixing
Two
ingredients
hands.
together
Yeah, that.
We do like
with
that
two
metaphor.
hands.
We do
We
like
love that metaphor.
We do like pastries. And what about a metaphor for Thoric? Yeah. What? What's my
You-
lesson in this episode?
You can't splash in the fountain.
Nope, that's Rennie still.
Whoops,
Without
today's-
working together, you'll get stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Right?
Without the nutrition to make the tools, you can't make the tools. How can you
That's a
make
lot of
something
words.
when you're hungry?
You need the hammer and the anvil.
Hammer and the
He kind of
nail.
nods and he's like,
You gotta have the pick and the axe.
there you go.
Gotta have the lava and the chicken.
What's the
The
point
chicken
of creating
and the
something if
jockey.
you don't get rewarded
There you
after?
The PV
Chicken
and J.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thaurelia sits there. She's like, well, it appears that it should be quite settled then. Let's put it to a vote. It appears that our adventuring party that has stumbled upon us has graciously decided to accept all the tasks above in order to, in exchange for labor,
We
at
came
their
in
new
circle
homestead.
D.
All in favor of allowing the outsiders to complete the tasks with some guidance, of course. Please raise your hand.
I raise my hand.
Kieran raises his hand too.
Okay. I was really hoping like you guys didn't raise your hand. I'm like, so no one likes that idea.
Yeah,
Um,
actually, we're just gonna take some people and leave.
you can see no one in Thoric's group raises their hand until he raises his hand, and then they all raise their hand after him.
I love it.
And Winry is just like, yeah. They're like, all of them just kind of put their hands up there.
And then we
Right.
can splash and eat pastries.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Right. So then that really says, then it is settled. They will attempt to do Winry's aspects and her requests first, thusly returning with their dwarven friend to negotiate the other half of Thoric's problems. This meeting is now concluded, as it is written in our ledger. Boom. She knocks the gavel twice. All the gnomes kind of get up and they're kind of like, they chant back and forth.
All right. Well, that was easy.
You guys got to try these pastries.
You guys got to splash in that lake or the fountain. I keep wanting to say lake. Whoops.
You guys got to stay right around these other guys.
Right.
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 Yeah.
Right.
They've kind of they're talking amongst their own little group. You can see that the two main faction leaders are kind of speaking up there with really at the top. The other of their groups have kind of disbanded and they're walking out of the rooms.
Should we,
Uh,
I guess, rest up here, or do we just want to go ahead and try to get this done?
isn't it like, isn't it like middle of the day?
About midday. Yeah, it took about 3 hours travel. You guys started out pretty early. Waited, talked to the people, waited about an hour and a half for the next kind of meeting. So, yeah, I'd say it's probably been early afternoon, maybe just past noon.
I mean, do we want to try to get more information about either the forest or the mines?
Didn't they say that we're gonna be having someone tag along for us?
That's true, I guess. And there's druids.
I mean, we can negotiate with druids.
Is that the next move?
I think getting the water might be a little bit easier than the other stuff.
It's a little bit
Which
of
one?
what
Which one was the water again? Is that the
That
trees
was-
or the druids?
I think
That's the druids.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
druids.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's either talk to some druids or probably fight some treants.
Or fight whatever's in that mining cave.
Nope,
Yeah.
we're doing Rennie stuff first. That's what we agreed on.
Alright, so I'm gonna go check out the druid stuff.
So you guys speak to Widry, and she tells you guys where to find this pond. It's not too far from here, maybe about a 40 minutes walk towards the forested region. And she does say, once you see like where the vines begin to tangle, you'll be able to find, you'll know you're in the right spot.
How close is it to the treants?
So they don't harvest the lumber from that area. They like to go to where there's hardier lumber that's a little bit more to the south. If you walked from the druid camp to the tree area, it would probably take you about an hour and a half. And then once you're at the tree area, going back to the village would probably be another 45 minutes.
Okay,
So it's possible to
So
do
we-
that.
so we could knock both out, on one trip.
You could, yeah.
All right. Do you think, with a rough estimate, like with her description, we'd be able to, go without needing a guide?
Yeah, you could probably make that without an issue.
Okay. I guess we'll be on our way. We'll fix all your problems.
You guys need to do
Walks
any
away.
preparations or anything? Yeah, you just.
I don't think there's anything I need to do.
Kind of just gotta go see what the reason for the druids not wanting to share the water is.
If
Okay.
there is any magical essence in that water.
I
yeah.
would say there you go. Okay. As you guys kind of gather yourselves, you take your wagon and such, and you head off in the direction that they stated. You guys are able to travel about that 30 or 40 minutes or so, pretty much unimpeded. by anything from there. You can see where the forest begins to grow tall with the trees, as the sun begins to slowly dissipate, where you can't see it as much through the thick canopy of this very lush forest. You continue on a little bit further where the road kind of dissipates and it's going into like where it'd harder be to take the wagon. You still can, but it's harder to traverse. You can see where it almost looks like the vines begin to slowly wrap around the trees and they kind of make a thicker underbrush from there as you're approaching what appears to be more of a thicket with like an encircling vine area where the trees are getting fewer and fewer spaced apart and more intertwined with the nature. To eventually you come upon a very large, looks like a druid grove. You can see there's a handful of local wildlife gallivanting and jumping around. They almost regard you with almost like a disregard.
No.
As they're just kind
They
of
don't care about us, or
the animals are very calm, docile. You can see deer hopping around, a couple squirrels clambering upon trees, just stare at you. A badger kind of makes its way around the a small little hovel that it's created from there. And you can see towards the backside, there's a very large lake that encapsulates basically the entire druidic circle. So think of like there's a small little gathering island thing in the middle with like stones, very large lake, and then the trees and everything encircle that. You can see towards the center there appears to be one. He appears to be like an elvish nature. He has that kind of a long golden hair with various different vines and flowers intertwined as he's wearing almost like an antlered headdress atop. He kind of looks over and he stands up and he kind of almost walks on the water towards you guys at the front. And he speaks to you. He says, "You come to the heart of the forest, strangers. Here the water runs not for profit, nor for the conquest, but for the life that springs from it. The trees, the beasts, the unseen spirits that whisper through root and branch." He looks over across at the spring. "This place is sacred. It is not owned. It is guarded. We have kept it pure through fire, famine, and greed beyond the world." He looks at each of you very like staring Lambos. He regards each of you about 5 or 6 seconds before his eyes gaze to the next one. "Speak your purpose clearly. But if your hearts are clouded by hunger or ambition, turn back now. But if you come with respect to nature, I will listen."
we just need some water, dude.
Oh, God.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah, he's saying a lot of words.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
He slaps his staff against the ground and you can feel make a strength saving throw.
Oh.
Oh, strength, you say? Hell yeah.
Right? He just parries the nature. Parries wind.
What's that? 19.
You can feel where vines begin to slowly kind of curl up upon your feet, but you're able to kind of swiftly take a step back. And they kind of, instead of crawling up, they kind of dissipate back into the underbrush. He kind of looks at you with disdain.
Ignore him. Sorry about that. I mean, I always value nature. Think everyone has, besides him, I guess.
We come to speak on behalf of the gnomes in the village not far away. They like to use some of the water from your lake or pond. But you say it's sacred, and I've seen what the gnomes do with the water. They pray to it, and they have their own worship to it. It is not going to any misuse.
It brings them together, if anything.
Brings
Make
unity.
make a persuasion check.
I didn't know they were praying to it.
I also did not know they were praying to it. I thought they were just frolicking.
Yeah.
That was they had like a little ceremony thing that they were praying around it.
What did you say it was, a +5?
That would
Yeah,
only last
persuasion.
for an hour, so then
Oh.
it would have dissipated at this point.
I have a 13 then.
He looks at you and he's like, but yet they frolic and splash it with great disdain and ill regard for the serenity that it carries. I do not wish to let them spoil the water like this.
It's not spoiling, they're celebrating life.
They're doing the exact same thing that most animals do when they need cleaning. They enjoy it.
On a hot day, it's used to cool off or to drink. And like I mentioned before, they pray to it. I'm sure they have their own worships for it. Like I said,
They
it's
need it
not
to
going
survive.
to be misuse. Yeah.
Just like your
What
animals
is-
need to survive.
Right.
Is that so?
Are
Medical-
they taking too much water? Is it creating a drought? Can the water not be shared?
The water takes time for nature to replenish. It cannot be given so freely. It has to be valued and respected and carefully delivered. It cannot be just frolicked and thrown with disdain as they do. Their actions shall never touch the water if they act that way.
Powerful druids that I knew of were able to create water. That's not something you're capable of.
We can create the water, yes. We can even do it for them. But if they act this way with disdain towards nature, we will not do as such.
What makes it so disdainful?
It's wasteful. You're not nurturing the plants, nourishing your body. You're splashing in it like a child. Without
I mean, it
care.
soaks through their skin.
Do you think that joy is not nourishing to the body?
Make another persuasion check.
Need some water, dude.
That's worse. That's a 5.
I don't think so.
No. Next question.
Someone else try this line of questioning.
This
He
is
does
what,
say,
this is what having a +0 in charisma gets you.
Hey, look, man. I know how that feels. And I have a hat. I'm wearing a
If
hat
you-
to help that.
if you think these gnomes are so deserving of this water, why not prove to me that if you're coming as an envoy of them, that they deserve it?
How do you argue that someone deserves a basic right?
Oh, now we're getting political.
Yeah, like,
I would,
bro.
I would like to see your true compassion towards nature.
Our true compassion?
Yes, your compassion towards nature as an envoy of the gnomes. If you can show me that you truly care of nature, then I will allow them to have the water.
Kieran's gonna dig into his
Water the
little
plants.
pouch of thing. And Kieran, from his bag, pulls out like a journal that he opens and he like flips through and shows them. I've collected different flowers and plants, and I journal these things and I keep them because I appreciate what nature offers, and I find beauty in all of it and what the world gives us. I don't think it should go unappreciated. And then sifting through his bag, he pulls out like a hand of like little bones and such, and it's like, I feel that all things in life, all living things, if they are to be, if the creatures of this world, such as deer and wolves and even dragons and all that kinds of things, all the creatures, if they're going to be killed or if they eventually reach death, I feel like it shouldn't be gone to waste. I feel like with hunting, you should, harvest everything. We should use everything. It shouldn't go to waste. And I think that's what appreciating nature is.
All right.
Here, here.
Mhm. Your words carry true. I do not sense any disdain or treachery in what you say, and I do believe you may be a champion of nature in your own right. That is
There's butt
check.
in there.
You've checked one box for the wind speaker. He now would ask one of you to feed this bear.
Oh, easy. I'd like to use my farmer's route to feed that fucking bear.
So a very large lumbering bear steps out of the woods, and it kind of sniffs and looks at each of you regardingly. He would like one of you guys to feed it this handful of berries.
That's all you, Sigwolf.
Is he? Did he hand? Did he? Is he
He-
holding
he-
out the berries or?
He gave you the berries to feed to the bear.
All right. I grab the berries. I like approach the bear gently. I'll pick up three. I'll pick up 3 berries, put them in my mouth, chew,
What?
stare at it, and then offer some of the berries.
You try to baby bird this bear.
That's what he's
No,
This dude's trying to
No, no,
make out with a bear.
No, it's like I'm showing the bear that the
He's
berries are
trying,
safe
though.
to eat.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I chewed some, swallowed, and then I offer it the rest of the berries to show them that it's safe to eat.
Gosh.
I like the idea of the druid even going like, ew, gross.
Yeah, I vomit at the bear.
Oh, yeah, right? We're starting to get
I
that
wrestle the
signal.
bear's mouth open.
Yeah,
Where's over here romance and Halson.
yeah, right.
Okay, make a animal handlings check for me.
Oh, easy. I was a farmer before I got sent to the fucking Briggs.
Clearly.
I saw Sigward
20,
arm.
30.
20. So
Yeah.
the bear eats out of your it eats out of the palm, and it kind of sits back on its butt, and it kind of like paws out of the air. It is
I give it a high
satisfying.
five.
I don't think it was going for a high five.
Oh,
The,
I
uh,
think it pause at the
Yeah. The bear then wild shapes back into like its druidic person form, and he kind of looks at you as like, "You're kind of a freak. Do you know that?"
end. He actually says that.
Yes, and then he kind of just walks off.
No, he walks away.
You're telling me this wasn't a real bear?
Yeah, I'm like stupefied. I'm like,
Yep. Where's out here like, bring out the bear?
Comes in on the unicycle. It's like, don't teach this bear to juggle balloons. So the wind speaker is now he has 2 check marks theoretically above his head. He asks one of you, your connection with nature is indeed strong. You have convinced me pretty well, but I do ask one more. Please partake in the water and see if the water chooses you.
Step in the water.
Flash in it.
Okay. So, which one do you guys want to get in the water?
I think
Lupin's already
Lupin's
going.
already-
I'll step in the water.
Alright. Okay. As you
Let
step
it-
into the water, you can feel it's very cool to the touch. It's refreshing and inviting. He looks at you and is like, well, fully embrace the water and see if it selects you. Basically go under the water and hold your breath. See how long you can do it.
Is this a
Whoa.
baptism? Is this a baptism?
Not really.
Oh.
Take a
But
dive.
I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Throws don't fail.
Constitution
yeah.
easy, bro.
Constitution saving throw.
Nine plus 5, 14.
So you get under the water and you kind of dunk your head and you hold your breath. You feel calm. You feel relaxed. You feel your woes kind of wash away. You feel the beast inside of you calm. You feel relaxed. First 30 seconds go by. Don't even flinch under the water. You're kind of almost like in a monk pose sitting down into the deep part. Make another Constitution saving throw.
3 plus 8.
Mhm. You feel at some point the water almost like goes up your nostril, like a wrong way. Like you just feel, like it just overtakes you. You feel overcome with emotion, and you almost feel like your lungs are like screaming for air. Make one final Constitution saving throw. You see down there where Lupin was fine at first, and then you see there's like some fidgeting under the water. It appears to not be as still.
16.
16. You eventually you kind of blow out a couple bubbles before you feel yourself kind of calm, and you're back to almost a semi-relaxed state. Before eventually you kind of rise up after about a minute or two.
A long time. Holy shit.
Yeah. So you basically hold your breath underwater for about 2.5 minutes.
Jeez.
I think there's actually rules for holding your breath underwater, but this is fine here. There's another check mark over the wind speaker's head. He says there's like, I will say, as much disdain as I have for what the gnomes do to this water, your efforts here have convinced me that maybe there are other ways to enjoy nature. I will allow them to use the water.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I love nature too. and I use prestidigitation to
Brand's taking
clean a dirty shrub.
Brand's taking a piss on the grass.
Yes. You may report back to the gnomes and let them know that they are free to use the water as they see fit. We will not stop them.
Thank you.
And since you were able to complete all 3 tasks without failure, you earn an additional reward.
Oh wow!
He gives each of you guys a
Scuba gear.
scuba gear. Now you get in the water. Ooh, scuba time. He gives each of you a small little like handcrafted, like a woven satchel that has 2 things in it.
Okay.
The first one looks like a potion of some sort, and you kind of swirl it around, and it begins to heat up in the jar. You guys can make a what is that one? You can make an Arcana or a investigation. You can to determine what it is. And then the other one appears to be, it looks like a small black, like a small berry, but it looks like one of the finest berries you've ever looked at.
Oh.
Can I do nature check on that to find out what kind of berry it is?
You can also do that. You could do a nature or Arcana on that.
I'll do nature. I'm
You
not.
said
Mhm.
the first one was
Arcana's not me.
investigation. What's the other one?
So you can do investigation or Arcana, and then on the berry, nature or Arcana.
I'll.
you could-
I got the berry roll. But since you mentioned the potion, I'll let whoever's doing that go.
You need a
Sure.
15 or higher in either one to determine what they are. So you just let me know if you guys got a 15 or higher.
I did for the berry.
Okay. So we'll find out what the berry is.
Was bear the nature one, or
Yeah.
The berries. So we know what we'll know what the berry is going to be. So now either an Arcana or investigation on the potion to figure out what it was.
I rolled a 15, but I got a -1.
So then you would not know what it is.
Yeah.
Anybody else get a 15 or
So
higher?
close.
5? Yeah, plus 0.
Jesus.
Uh,
We are not an intelligent group.
Kieran, did you get a
No.
15? Nope. So far you have no idea what this potion is. The berry, however, it looks like if you were to consume it, it would give you the benefit of haste for 1 round and 10 temporary HP.
Wow.
Oh.
Obviously it's 1 berry, so you can consume it whenever you'd like.
Okay.
So you would gain a and the berry tastes pretty good. So you get a berry of 1 round of haste. So basically you'll have double your movement speed. AC is +2, and you get 1 additional action for basically the first turn after you eat it. It is a free action to eat the berry.
Wait, hold on. Berry was what? Haste?
So you get
Or-
it's 1 round. It's exactly the haste spell. You just get 1 round of it. There's no concentration. It's not a spell. You could just eat the berry. You'll have the effects of haste for 1 round.
Okay. I'll just.
So that gives you the +2 to AC. Yep. But since you completed all 3 of his little tasks, you were able to do that without an issue.
The guy that like likes us. Do you? You know, now that I guess you know that we like nature the way you like nature.
Mhm.
Would you mind sparing one person to help us love nature even more?
No, I don't think we're going to do that.
Okay, well. Would have been a lot cooler if you did. And I like kind of shuffle my feet.
You're like, oh, I guess you don't like nature that much.
I guess you hate nature.
I gave you a cool berry and a nice potion. What more do you want?
a body. What labor. Thanks for the berry. What is the potion exactly? I've never seen anything like this.
Well, no one rolled high enough, so you don't know.
Oh, I thought the guy would have. You know what?
think
I
he was
guess the
asking
guy
him.
wouldn't tell us. Yeah. Is he not? Is he just not gonna?
Nope. At this point, the grove is closed. You know,
Okay. Haven't you done enough?
I saw you hate nature. You tried to get the freak on with one of my druids. Go fight the treants now.
We love nature. Let's kill nature.
Let's kill nature. Would Druid see treants as an abomination?
I don't know. You should have asked them. Anyway, on to the next.
Who cares? We convinced them. Let's go.
Yeah. He gave us a berry and a potion that he wouldn't tell us what it did.
So Rennie
Yeah.
said that the treants would be roughly this way. RP.
All right.
Yeah, that
Right.
way.
Right.
RP.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Everyone's gonna do that now.
You should have made it so funny, DM.
I'm sorry. How
Uh-huh.
dare I make an entertaining encounter? But if you like, we could take a quick break while I get this set up.
I gotta grab my character somehow and drag him over there.
Just make a new one. Oh boy. There he is.
All right. So, as you guys trek over, I guess I can set the scene a little bit. Yeah, the sun is out.
What area are we coming in from?
The south. So, like this area over here.
Here somewhere.
At, oh, it's too dark.
Let's start a forest fire. Fuck you, whatever that bear is called.
Smoky.
Nice.
today.
Smoky. Fuck you, Smoky. Forest fire.
Finally made it. Where are we standing?
Yes, I'm
Damn. Personal space.
Sorry.
Golly. I'm not a girl in the club. Chill. Bro's
Or a
banging
bear.
up on me.
Or a bear.
Chill. Yeah, there you go.
Or a
Nice.
bear.
That,
Oh
now
my
that
God.
joke was brought to you by Mr. Questo. That was a good one. I can't have a bad one. This is getting through, Ben. Wow. You did a good job of making it look like nighttime.
It's it got a little darker.
Yeah.
Cloud cover and all. So, you guys make your way over towards the when the area that you notice, or I guess that was described to you that the treants inhabit. You can see that the wood looks very distinct. They're all like straight pieces. It looks like you were to chop them down, as these are very well tended trees that you would be able to basically like harvest pretty high quality lumber. You can see why the gnomes have requested this pretty much just to be used. You do look out and you can see that there's like 2 taller trees, the ones that look cool with their arms crossed.
Whoa.
As they kind of regard you from atop the rock as they see you there. they speak to you. You can see there's like small little shrublings closer to your height. The trees that are standing over here are probably close to 14 or 15 foot tall. They're very tall trees. They mention they basically call out to your group as they see you. Long have we slumbered beneath our roots. Long have we watched the two legs carve and burn our land. And they take a couple lumbering
You
steps
hear 'em?
forward.
They
I say to the rest,
Yeah.
you hear that?
You come with hunger, your need, and endless taking.
This is what my grandpa always told me when I stopped. Turn
back or be buried beneath our
Can you speak up?
Oh my god. We're just bullying this poor guy.
I'm sorry, Kendall.
Alright, you know what? Fuck you, roll initiative.
I need
I'm dying this fight.
I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god.
And then we'll roll initiative.
Oh my god.
As the big one was talking here, you did not notice the other one made his way over here and has thrown a huge chunk of earth directly at you guys.
Maybe we should just let him slow.
So dexterity first and then initiative?
Yeah.
Okay. So that one for dexterity and this one for initiative.
Well, I rolled really well. Sorry, everyone else.
I rolled a 16 for
11 on Dex.
I got
11
What's
11
this?
fails, 16 passes.
Oh. Oh. Never mind.
I got 17.
I
15
keep
passes.
missing. This is
15,
advantage on
16, 17,
Dex
18. Yeah, yeah.
saves, But
Sorry.
If you have advantage on dex saves, that means you roll again.
Right. Right, dice ready? Anybody hear the dice?
4 and 11 on Dex.
I
save.
hear
Oh,
something.
probably roll initiative.
Or 11 and 5.
You
We
will.
gotta do that.
Yep.
18 for initiative.
Okay. So you guys are going to take 20 points of bludgeoning damage as a huge, basically soil scoop of like rock and debris is flung at you guys and basically explodes at your feet. So 20 damage, 10 halved.
Cool.
What if I was like 20 is the half?
Hold.
We
Hang on,
take
I think
10?
I have something for this.
Abuse
If you
supplies?
pass, you take 10. Where is it? No.
Oh.
Actual thing. Aha! I hold up my shield and I take none.
Oh,
I have
Wait,
interpo
can I redirect this?
No.
Is it because it blew up on at my feet, I guess?
yeah,
it's
we'll go with
because
that.
it's not an attack. It's an it's a save.
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry.
All right,
Good old reliable.
Yeah, let me get to the turn-based mode. There we go.
Yeah, boom, hold up the shield, take none.
Nice. You kind of
Rolled a 19
disregard
on
all the
initiative.
debris. All right. My God, can I roll my freaking dice first? All right,
Holy
big
freaking crap.
guys.
Homa.
15. Okay, and then the little
my God.
guys. No. Okay. 25 to 20.
Uh-oh.
All right. 20 to 15.
19.
18.
15.
18.
Okay.
Oh, me and Sigwolf are tired.
Roll it. Roll
Oh.
off. I
Okay.
will not win this. Roll off.
What's the roll up?
You just roll a d20. Adam, don't say
okay.
you're waiting to hear Conchi's.
15.
Wow, he beat it by 1.
Damn.
That's okay. I will,
That means you get to choose who goes first, Conchi.
Adam, you can go first.
I was in the middle of saying I will happily go second as you both interrupt and say, I think you should go before both of us. Like, no,
Anyway,
fuck off. Go
Well,
before
Lupin
me.
will go. Lupin's going first. So Lupin, what would you like to do?
Let's rage first.
Yeah, he
Hell
did a
yeah.
thing.
Let's hear you scream like Sigwolf that one time.
Victory.
Yeah.
I see trees of
That's what I
green.
say.
Oh my God.
That's the situation.
Skies are blue.
These trees are angry. Lupin is too. And I think to myself, what a wonderful role.
Nice.
I'm caked in mud.
Was it dash again to I can move next?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
You
action
take
to
an
dash.
action to dash.
How
Oh,
far is the dash? In?
Doubles your movement
It
speed.
doubles your movement. Sorry, DM. You got this.
Oh, so
That's
I can.
okay.
Oh, so I can't make it. Okay.
Fire.
Go all the way up to this guy.
Whoa. That's a big jump.
Kick his ass.
Take his dick and twist it.
Oh,
Twist his
what?
dick.
Why is that everyone's favorite thing to do?
well, have you tried it?
No.
Yeah. It's pretty effective, honestly.
Well, I use my action so I can attack, right?
That's correct.
So, oh, I got the berry. I make the berry. Does the berry cause an action?
Oh.
That's a free action. So you can eat the berry. So you have +2 to AC at the moment. You technically wouldn't have to dash because it would double your movement speed under haste anyway. So you will technically have 2 attacks.
Whoa.
So we'll retcon a little bit. You ate the berry first, and then you ran because your speed was already doubled. So you can technically make 4 attacks this turn.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So I just roll 4 different d20s.
I think you should roll
Or one at a
each
time?
attack separately.
Okay.
Yeah. Because otherwise, you're gonna roll 8 d20s, and then we're gonna be like, well, which one's which?
You should what's it called? Savage attacks. That way you get advantage for 4 attacks. Oh, never mind.
First one, 12 plus 7, 19.
19 hits. Okay, go and roll damage.
D12. Where's my D12?
Sheesh.
15.
Nice. First axe swing, like a young lumberjack, just carve a huge chunk into this big tree.
Really good. 13 plus 7,
Plus-
20.
That'll hit. Go and roll damage.
Three plus 7.
All right. So that's your first attack action. You technically have another action, so you can attack. I think twice again.
Go for it.
Golly.
8, 7, 15.
15 will miss.
Ooh.
More. 9, 7, 16.
16 just hits.
Ooh, AC Hunter.
Serious.
We've had it, we've had it.
Round 1.
Conjure's like, thank God,
11,
now I don't
4,
have to.
15 again.
Nice. Solid damage on that first run.
Crazy barbarian
Um,
coming in clutch.
Yeah, just chopping away at this tree. Just axe swing, chunk, chunk, chunk. You see barks and like leaves are just flying back and forth.
We love nature.
This giant broccoli is getting cooked over here. Okay. Is that your
And
turn?
will be my turn. Yep.
All right, Sig Wolf. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
Trying to. All right, so he's fighting that one. I don't think I can see another tree.
Just that same one.
So-
Get over with.
Yep. So you see the big guy up there too, the haunted tree.
So, here we go. I will also enter rage.
Oh,
Yeah.
this part. of this-
Evil! And you'll just see his body like burst, like wounds opening again, scars just searing across as he enters his rage, and then yippee! I rage, so I get to gamble. Yeah, love
Yay,
gambling.
we die.
We love gambling.
Why are you big?
That's what she said.
Hey,
Nice.
yo.
Nice.
I got a
Been confirmed
5.
packing.
Ooh, 5
Whenever a
means,
creature. Oh, sorry.
so you rolled the d20. So then, oh wait, no, this is a different thing. You're fine. Continue.
Yeah, no, I'm a
Much
I'm
less
barbarian
complex.
wild magic.
Okay.
Yeah. I roll. Whenever a creature hits me with an attack roll before my rage ends, that creature takes a d6 of force damage.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
So I
Look
just
at
have a.
him.
I guess I'll personify it as like anything that tries to attack me will have like a wound will like swip out and like swipe at them. Like blood will just like pulse and hit them in the head or something. I don't know.
Do the spikes.
Yeah. Sorry, spikes.
Blood spikes.
Big
Blood
brain.
spikes.
Blood
Yeah, that's way
spikes.
cooler.
I also have to get the ruler again because I don't remember how to use this game.
Spiked armor.
Nice.
Oh, I can make it to him. Yeah, I don't even have to dash. I could just get there. So
He's got whips too, so he's got range.
yeah, I will just get. Oh, how do I get my guy again? There we go. Sorry. Right there. And I will make.
Jeez.
Yes, I will do my. I will reel back and make my double chain swing at this guy.
Okay.
Where is my? There it is. 23.
That'll hit.
All right. 10 slashing.
What?
And he's now slowed, so his speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay.
And I don't think I'll do any focus points yet because the battle just started, so I'm all done.
Okay.
Smart.
Nice. All right. It is Kareen.
All right. I will also take that berry as a free action and go all over here.
Oh,
And
It's time to do.
punch.
Okay.
First hit is not going to do it. I rolled a 4
4 plus
8.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll miss.
Alright.
Respect
Second hit. Also a 4.
Ooh. Also one
Damn.
miss. Sorry, he's
Oh.
hasted. You have another attack action.
Oh yeah.
again.
No fucking way.
Another 4.
Nat 20.
A third 4.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh. He's making up for all those 20s.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Flurry of blows. No shot. No, I'm just kidding. 19 to hit.
Uh-huh.
Hey.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and just roll the second attack as well. We'll do the damage. A 5 plus 8,
Miss.
13. All right. So the 1 damage.
Insane. A hasted monk round. He only gets 1 attack off.
You wanna know what I rolled on the damage die?
A 4.
Oh,
A 4.
God.
Plus
Yeah.
5, so 9
Fair
damage.
number.
Okay. As you kind of take a solid kick to this shrub. Shrub with the
What
battle
is
axe.
happening?
Okay.
Fucking dexterous.
Yeah,
Fast.
he's
tree.
moving.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
too
that's-
fast. He's too
that's
fast.
the
You can't hit him. You're not used to being hasted, so you're going, whoa! Okay. All right. Rookie D.
All right, I'm not gonna take the berry. I'm just gonna simply run and climb up on top of this. And we're gonna do tried and true. You're gonna see some ice beginning to form out of his left hand that holds the shield, and I'm gonna shoot a ray of frost right at this big guy that's at the highest point.
With his arms crossed, bro's aura farming.
Yeah, right. This
The other
guy's
guy's
awesome
or
looking.
problem too.
That is gonna
Hey,
be.
I didn't notice his arms were crossed.
10 plus 8, 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. Someone else roll a d8 for me.
I feel like I always jump on that, so I guess someone else should.
I got you.
Before I do this, sorry, I forgot to do this, DM. I was gonna cast Hex on him.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it was a 2.
Oh, bye. I'm surprised it
Shouldn't have
wasn't a
been me.
4.
I'm imagining you're
Sorry.
gonna do hex straight, right?
I was, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 plus I rolled a 6, 8 plus let me roll a d6. 5. So 8 necrotic or 8 cold damage and then 5 necrotic damage to him.
All right.
And it's a repelling blast. I'm pushing him into the tree and off that little thing.
So say as you notice it looks like this guy looks like to be more of an ancient tree. He looks kind of like more decayed, more he's past his tree in prime. He's like an ancient tree. You notice that the cold damage pierces through just fine, but it looks like his necrotic damage, it didn't do anything to him.
Oh, okay.
And as your repelling blast was to hit him, you could see where he kind of like sways back with the hit, but it looks like his roots keep him tethered to the ground, and he's unmoved.
Okay. All right. That will be my turn.
Awesome.
Oops.
There we go. This guy kind of upset he's spaghetti that you decided to fire that at him. He is going to. What's the range he has? Oh yeah. He kind of shakes one of his branches, and you can see he kind of points one of his hands out, and like he's very like you can hear the creaking of the bark, bork, as he points at you, and he's gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
He's gonna make a ranged spell attack. As you see a sickly green light and a stream of like poison almost comes straight out, flashing at you.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 19 to hit.
I'm going to roll a luck die to give him a disadvantage.
Okay.
I'm going to glare at him. He's just going to feel a sense of dread.
He does not feel shaken as he rolled higher on the second.
Oh no! He said, "Shut up, little boy."
He said, "Take this ray of sickness, little boy." Wow, that is horrible damage. You're gonna take 4 poison damage.
Oh, all right.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 15.
Okay. Let me do the damage first, real quick.
Take the
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, that's what God says to kids for cancer. Take the sickness, little boy.
Damn.
That's
That's
awful.
horrible.
I don't remember what Ray of Sickness does, and I'm kind of scared. I'm gonna use another luck point.
Okay.
And give myself advantage because it was a natural 2.
Ooh.
Oh, it's not much better. You said what is it? A dex save?
Con save 15.
Con save? Oh wait, I have a good con. 9 plus 6. Oh, it's 15.
Oh, that saves. That's what you needed. Just what you needed.
Okay.
You have DC 15. DC, you make the 15, so you're good.
Oh, okay.
So you were not poisoned.
Oh, thank God.
I think he's going to lumber down. Probably about there. That'd be his turn. Next is going to be Big Train here. He's going to go ahead and take. I think he's going to slide to get right here. Ooh. Even though he could reach, I just like it thematically. He's going to take 2 arm strikes against Lupin and 1 tree stump, like swipe against a. Oh my God! I'm blanking. Sigwolf. Almost said Val.
Whoa.
All right. That is going to be a 19 and a 24 to hit against Lupin.
Yep.
I gotta find some fucking D10s.
Oh, Adam, what do I do when I get hit for like a like for a concentration spell? What am I supposed to do?
Con saving throw.
Mhm.
But you have Warcaster, don't you?
No.
Oh, never mind.
Yep. So it's either you have to roll a 10 or the damage, whatever is higher.
Okay, I rolled a natural 14. I don't know what my modifier is.
Gotta
That's
say, that's
probably fine. Yeah.
Yep, it's Constitution. It's a con save, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be 16 points of bludgeoning damage on the first strike, and 15 points on the second strike.
Okay.
And then he's going to roll the tree strike against Sigwolf. That is going to be a 28 to hit.
Oh my God.
Yeah, these guys have a
Yeah.
pretty nice to hit. That is going to be 10 bludgeoning damage with the tree trunk.
All right, but he'll take a d6 of damage.
Of force. Okay. I'll roll that
Yeah.
for you. 3.
Nice.
This guy hits hard, but I mean, you guys have, like from all that damage he's taken.
How much damage did he do to me? Sorry.
10.
Ah,
If you're
so it's
raging, it
half?
should be half. Yep.
So 5.
Cool.
Yeah, you guys in that one turn, and I don't think you guys hit him on all the possibilities. He did take 50 points of damage,
Damn.
but he's still saying these are chunky boys. I don't know if these trees are gonna have the range.
Can I deflect attack on that thing?
You probably could.
Is it-
You could. It's a weapon attack. Did you want to do that?
Yeah, I can try that because it doesn't cost
We'll
me
try to get
anything.
no damage.
Yeah, I'll try that. So a D10.
Plus your monk level, I think. If that's what it is.
Yeah. All right, here I go. I deflected 10.
Yeah, you would take no damage.
Oh, yippee!
You can also
Um,
spend a focus point if you wanted to attack back.
I probably won't just yet. I feel like since the fight just started, maybe I'll wait like 1 or 2 more rounds.
So
But I'm
this,
glad you reminded me that because I feel like I'll keep forgetting that I
Mhm.
can redirect it.
this treant is going to make a ranged spell attack. He kind of like shakes his feathers from there, and a spark appears in his hand, and he's going to cast a fire bolt at Kieran.
Oh,
No.
don't hit
Um,
him!
15 misses.
Don't forget your berries.
Yeah.
Dang,
uh,
Kieran, I just realized how many were in front of us.
Yeah.
This one's going to come out, and he's going to do the same thing to Kieran. That's all they can really see. Another fire
my
bolt
God.
comes out. That's going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 hits.
Remember, you should have a +2 to your AC while you're
Yeah,
hasted.
it's
for this turn.
19 now.
That's going to be 3 fire damage.
Oh no.
Then it's going to be the treant with an axe that's in front of you guys. He's going to go and take an axe swing against you. 18 misses. Lucky.
Nice.
Next going to be this treant. He's going to walk up here. Well, I guess he'll just gang up with the guy he can see here.
Mhm.
Damn.
Not all of them can cast.
Yeah.
What's it? I don't think what the spell is. He's gonna do Chilling Grasp against you.
Okay.
Ooh.
He's gonna miss though. So you see, like,
Okay.
Yay.
you see the purple guys. They appear to be more ancient, not ancient, but older. So they appear to be more necrotic. So he reaches out with like his hand in an attempt to necroticize you, and he cannot do anything with that.
Hmm.
This guy's gonna probably step up to here. Let me see. What does he want to do here? I think he's just going to lob a piece of earth at you. So he takes like a small scoop of the earth and he's going to throw it at Brand. That is going to be a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh my fucking god.
5 bludgeoning damage.
Good.
And I guess this guy will step up. He'll hop on top of here. And he's going to do the same thing to you, just throw a lob of earth.
Okay.
Ooh, that's fails. That is not going to hit.
All right.
All right. And the last little guy, he'll come up here. I guess he'll go... Oh, I'm stuck on this. There we go. He'll go for the encirclement. He's going to make a chilling touch to Kieran as well. With advantage, a natural 20.
Yes.
Ooh.
That's going to be what did I roll? It's to be 12 necrotic damage.
Deflect attack.
Okay.
Woohoo!
You said it was 12?
12. Mhm.
Wait, hold on. It's an attack roll, and but you said it does necrotic.
It does.
Oh, so never mind. It's only bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing at the moment.
Yep, that'd be
So
12.
just 12 necrotic.
Yep, then it's Lupin's turn. Who is no longer hasted, but you did use your 1 turn of haste. Pretty well to get in position.
We use my 2 attacks on the tree.
Okay, go ahead.
6 plus 7. 12? 13. 12?
Yes, that one's gonna miss.
Use your savage attack thing.
Did you attack recklessly?
Reckless attack. There it is.
Attack. Yeah, I'll use that.
That
Okay.
means you have advantage on every single attack this turn. Because you'll probably be dead.
We'll roll one more.
That'll hit.
Whoop,
So
forgot
that's your first strike. That'll hit. Go and roll damage. That's technically the second part of attack 1.
Ignore the detail I just tossed.
Okay, didn't see it. Second one will hit as well, so you can roll damage for both.
2 plus 4.
Oh.
Okay.
And 11 plus 4.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So
Damn, that's what?
15 and 6.
15. Yep, 21. Yep,
Golly.
so that's good. Like 2 solid chunk in there. Do you do anything with your bonus action?
Yep. 2d6s to give temporary hit points to Sigwolf next to me.
Sick.
Hello.
Temp HP. You also should have 10 temp HP from
6.
the. Whenever. I think, is that right? You eat the berry, so you get haste and
You
10.
got 10. You got 10
Yeah.
temp HP.
So. I don't think he would replace the 10 that he has, but
Yeah.
that's fine. And then it'll be Sigwolf.
As you like do the temp HP thing, I'll like look over at you and cackle. It's just like old times. And then I will flurry of blows to attack this thing. Or no, I can hit it. Okay, so flurry of blows is a bonus action, right? Okay, so I should hit it.
Yeah.
And flurry of blows. Got it. Okay.
Yep.
Monk is hard. Monk is hard.
Oh gosh.
So the first attack is 18.
That'll hit.
All right. And then one of these. Gadoosh. 10 slashing.
Okay.
All right, and then I will do flurry of blows.
There we go. Okay.
There we go. 24.
I like to imagine he's doing a ribbon
hit.
dance.
All right.
With the chains.
Well, the chains are like whirling around me when I do flurry of blows, so like I swing one back and like wrap it around and then sling it forward. I think it's cinematic. 11 on that one, and then the other one. A nat
11.
20 on the next one.
Wait, so 11 to hit on one?
Yeah, 11 to hit on the first hit of the 2 for flurry of blows.
Okay, so the 11 would miss.
No, 11 damage. It was,
Damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I didn't know what he rolled to hit on.
no,
that's how it
Kanji
works.
messed it up. It's okay.
Sorry. Yeah. And so this is other hit. This one was a nat 20 to hit.
Okay, that'll definitely hit. So
There
you
you
can roll your
go.
damage and double it.
Okay. Yeah. I should be more specific.
Just roll the double the die you roll, not the bonus you add to it.
Okay. So double the die. So 8 plus 5. 13.
Oh, nice.
All right. And
He's standing. He's hurt, but he's standing.
Yeah.
Damn, that guy's still alive.
Yeah, these are the big treants. They have a lot of HP. The little shrubs don't have as much.
Oh.
He has taken
So
over
there's
100 points of damage, though.
That's
Yeah,
the
it's pretty
focus point and deflect attacks. Honestly, like Siegel's feeling real like nostalgic. He'll on that last hit, he'll like swing down with the chain hitting the tree, and then he'll say kneel, and he'll try to hills tumble it, and by try I mean it's prone.
Nice.
It's prone.
Yeah.
There's no saving throw. They just prone.
Yeah. So hill giants, their passive thing is they just make something prone that's large or smaller.
These are huge.
They're
Oh.
huge.
You should make them bigger then, because they do not look huge.
I was fairly confident. I was like, yeah, this guy's not that much bigger than us.
There you go. That looks closer to huge.
Okay. Well, I did not know they were huge. Now I do. I'll just well, continuing forward.
Subtract the knee heel.
Yeah, revert that knee heel.
Hey, I got you. Okay. It'd be Kareem's
that-
turn.
Hello. I am going to
Oh, I forgot. Let me take that away.
teleport from here to up here.
Okay.
As
Mr. Step?
Kieran, what?
Is it a misty step?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I delete this? Why is this still here?
Uh-oh.
Right click.
I'm trying to. It's not
Where
working.
did you move it?
I don't know how I. Oh,
What the heck?
hello?
All right.
There we
Oh,
go.
there it is.
Jesus. Either way. So Kieran looks around. I'm surrounded by these treants. He's like, "Fuck this," and teleports out.
Mhm.
And then he sees the giant thing next to him. He's like, "Oh fuck." But
Just made me worse.
you know, look back to behind him, and his eyes and all the scars on his arms are gonna start glowing brighter and turning red as his hands start to burn and fire as he pulls his hands apart and gets like a little fireball going in his hands. He's just gonna say yeet and throw a fireball in this group over here.
Oh.
Fireball.
It's elemental burst. It's a 20-foot radius sphere. So I need them all to make a deck save.
Yeah. All right. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. I'm trying to get these guys.
fire.
2 fails.
It's a
4
13, I think.
fails. Yeah, I haven't rolled above a 10 yet. And then a 16. Okay. So we'll say the axe guy's the only one that saves, everybody else fails. You didn't hit the fall once. Okay. All right, let me know the total fire damage.
Okay. So that's 11, and then one more. Ooh, 17 total.
Wow. It looks like the fire did a lot of damage to the guys, probably more so than you thought they would. As these guys are they've gotten cooked for 34 points of fire damage.
Oh,
As they are vulnerable to fire. They are trees.
Yeah.
This guy takes half.
Fuck you, Smokey.
As
Nice.
as his eyes are glowing and he sees all them like burning, he has a little bit of a kind of thing. And he uses elemental attunement to go ahead and just keep the fire going, and then use flurry of blows to turn and punch this big old guy next to him.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh,
He's wandering away.
Showing his ass.
First attack is going to be an 18 plus an 8, so
That'll
that'd
hit.
be 26, I think. Yep. So 7 plus 5, is that 12? Yeah. 12 fire damage.
Okay.
Um,
This guy doesn't look like he's vulnerable to it, but it does take full damage.
gotcha. And the second attack. Ooh, 21.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Very nice.
Same damage. Another 12.
Nice.
That's my turn.
All right. Rook's turn.
Yeah, well,
I'm
I'm gonna eat a berry.
Okay.
Give myself that temp HP back. And while I'm at it, just kind of scanning over the battlefield. I don't think anyone's gotten too hurt besides maybe Kieran, who's gotten a little bit of damage on him. I'm gonna jump down here, and along the way, I'm gonna hold out my hand, and a cold shadow is gonna rain down onto him, and I'm going to use healing shadow to heal you for 5. There you go, bud.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I am no longer bloodied.
Oh, you were bloodied? Oh, if I known that, I would have rolled more.
Well, you didn't know. But it's okay.
It's okay. Oh, all right. Good to know. And then when I get here, I'm gonna use my action to cast Umbral Blade. And that I'm just gonna go ahead and you're gonna watch as his little mace is gonna get completely engulfed in shadows as well. That's gonna be 15 plus. Oh god. +15 +8 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. And that will be probably a decent bit of damage on this guy. Can't find my D8. Sorry. That's going to be 9 necrotic damage.
Okay. As you see, the necrotic damage against these, they don't look like they're as well developed, so they're not immune, but they're resistant to necrotic.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. I guess if we're getting into the mathematics of it, it's 6 slashing and 3 necrotic. But
Oh, okay. Then he would die.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They didn't just get blown up by a fireball. That basically deleted them.
All right. Thank God we went to the mathematics on it. Okay. And I'll use the rest of my movement to come up here, and I'll do it again, but on this guy, who hopefully isn't as.
I'll do it
We'll
again.
see. Yeah, I'll do it again. 13 plus what, 8?
Got a hit.
All right. That's gonna be did it just get foggy?
Lucky now. Spooky.
Oh my god. Damn, I can't find my mace. Okay, that's gonna be 11 bludgeon damage. I think it's what mace uses, or slashing.
Bludgeoning.
And then 8 necrotic.
Drops this guy. You basically just mace him in the head. Dunk. It just
Okay.
kind of cracks down and he shambles apart.
Big burst of shadows. That is gonna be my turn. I'll stay here. I trust myself.
All right. All right, next is going to be the big guy, and he is a little angry that you killed some of his shrub friends, so now he's going to attack with all 4 arms against Kieran.
Oh!
He's going to use Wrath of Nature. He's going to attack with advantage on each of them.
Oof.
Oh no!
All right, let's see. First one, 27.
Yeah.
Second one, 29.
Yeah.
Golly.
Third one, 19.
Yeah.
And the fourth one,
Jesus.
dirty 20.
Oof. All hit.
Oh, brutal. These big guys are no joke. All right. I'll give you the damage separately. So it's 10 bludgeoning.
Okay.
14 bludgeoning.
Okay.
17 bludgeoning.
I'll do
Oh
that.
my
one.
gosh.
And 10 more bludgeoning.
I don't think it would matter. Even if I had deflected it, I think it would still put me down.
Jeez.
Because I could deflect 1, but I was already at 8 left, so the 10 would still put me down.
Oh, so as you can see, basically all the arms just do, almost like an octopus, and it just kind of wails as you teleport up there. You're able to hit him with like some of your flurry of blows, and he just he reposts back with 4 club-like arms, and the next thing you see is the back of your eyelids as you collapse onto the stone.
Jeez.
Then this guy's just gonna step forward. That's his turn. That was gonna be this guy. I think he's probably going to do. He's going to do the same thing. He's going to use Wrath of Nature, and he's going to attack with. He only has 3 arms, but he's going to do two against Sigwolf and 1 against Lupin.
Okay.
At advantage. First one against Sigwolf, 19.
If it
Sec-
hits, that hits me, right?
That is correct.
Okay, yes, because I'm 19, so then he hit me.
Yep. So 19 and 21, and then against Lupin, his 1 attack is going to be a 23. So I think it's all.
So he's making 2 attacks against me.
2 against you, 1 against Lupin. He only has 3 arms.
So he'll take 2d6
It's every turn that he gets it for your.
every time he hits me. Yep.
That's the which feature is that? Just remind me.
That's the Wild Surge. That's number 5.
Okay. and
Whenever a
it's-
creature hits you with an attack roll before my rage ends, they take a d6.
Okay.
So I'll take
so-
2d6.
Yep. All right. Cool. It takes 7.
Yeet.
All right.
And how much damage?
Doing the math for you. First attack is going to do 15 bludgeoning, and you can have it if you're with your rage. So I'll give you the total. You just have it. Always round down.
Okay. Okay.
Second one is 10, and against Lupin, that's pretty good. 18.
Okay, so so it's 25, then 13 plus. Okay, so 25 half.
V12. All
Okay.
right. Next is going to be these guys. They're going to continue their encircling method. They're going to run up here. They're going to take 2 fiery claw slashes against you.
Okay.
Oh, that's not as good. 16
Good flip.
misses, 13 misses.
Yep.
There's
okay.
this guy. He's gonna try to ensnare you. I need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That's pretty good. That's gonna be what's my dexterity?
Oh, excuse me, strength saving throw. It's
Strength.
yep.
Okay. That's better. 16 plus 4. Dirty
Yep, you're
20.
fine. Yep. So you try to entangle you, who's unable to do so. Next gonna be this one. He's just gonna throw another piece of earth at you
Okay.
with a 22.
That is my AC.
10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then this is the last guy from here.
Did
He's
I
gonna
use
take
that my last luck point on that?
If you want, I'll re-roll it.
Yeah, I'll use my last one on that. You can keep
Roll
the
higher.
damage if it goes through. Yep. All right.
All right,
I'm
and then this
lucky.
guy is going to make a chilling strike against you here. It's going to be another 22 to hit
That is.
for 8 necrotic damage. All right, that's his turn. And now we're back to Lupin.
I don't remember a savage attack or whatever. Is that still active? Not active. They're still active, right?
Oh, I guess. Well, yeah. You can savage attack
you
every
can
time.
reactivate it at the beginning of your turn.
Oh, okay. Try to get this thing down, so yeah, I'll activate it again.
All right, go and make a swipe against him.
Oh, shit.
I think where he's at now, you basically just need to make contact.
5 and 10.
10 plus 5 to hit.
17
17?
and 12.
Yep, that'll hit. Even if you mid-roll damage, you would take this guy out. So you're able to take your
Oh, shit.
basically raging axe, and you've chunked enough of his like torso out, where the next one from where the chain's wrapped, the axe basically cuts clean through, and you topple him over like a lumberjack.
Oh yeah.
But that treant has fallen.
See Lupin just like old times.
Yeah.
We're
you're-
dying.
Yeah.
Help!
Where's the ruler again? There it is. Oh, wrong one. 30. It's right there.
You can stand on that rock.
Am I close enough to give? Nope.
10? Nope. Hey, you be generous. You go for the front of your base. Nope.
No.
Still
I am good.
Okay. All right, Sigwolf.
All right. Heard a cry for help in that general direction. Wonder what's going on over there.
Kieran's ghost. Everything's fine.
Wow, Brand is surrounded. That
Kieran's
doesn't look
got a
very.
berry over there.
We like to call this the death chain.
Where? Wait, I don't see Kieran. He's not. Oh, I see him.
He's hiding.
Can
Yeah, he's
I
taking a
run-
nap.
Let's see. I was here.
I was 30
Hey,
feet to
measure.
get you there.
I might be able to make it to him. I'd have to dash. Huh.
Well, you could dash as a bonus action as a monk.
Oh.
Step.
Hey, I'm in a step of the wind.
Oh my god, he did it. For a focus point, step of the wind. Does that
Is it a
still...
focus point? No, it's just a thing.
Nope, it's just a thing now, Kindle. You can do
What
a
the
focus point
fuck?
to give it a bonus. You get even more benefits if you do it with a focus
Oh.
point. Yeah, monks
Oh,
are
wow.
You get,
crazy.
like,
now.
Rogue just got power crept on their cutting action
Yes.
by that.
Right.
Can I? Let's see. So it's double my movement, right? So that's almost 90 feet. Can I?
Movement is 40 then, yeah.
Yeah, it's 45. So if I can realistically trying to figure out how to, Sequel probably wouldn't fucking think that hard. He would run
30
through.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Technically didn't leave this guy's... I don't think you left this guy's range.
I'm trying to see if I can reach. Okay, good. I can't reach him right here. So yeah, there we go. I can reach him there.
So yeah, you just take 2 opportunity attacks as you run past them.
Okay.
So that's going to be a dirty 20 and a 19.
Okay, so they'll both hit, and they'll both take a d6. Whoever hit me.
You're going to take 6 bludgeoning and 7 necrotic.
Can I deflect that?
You could if you wanted
Or
to
not
use your
really.
reaction.
Yeah, because the thing I'm gonna do isn't a reaction anyway. So
Yeah.
I'll deflect.
Okay.
So let me d10. Okay, so 16.
That would negate it. 16.
Yeah, 10
is it-
plus 6.
Is it not a D10 plus your monk level?
It's a d10 plus 6. I don't know. It's not my monk level per se. It's just my level, I guess.
Is it your monk level plus your wisdom? Or
Maybe.
proficiency, maybe?
I don't know what.
Like
Adam, what do you
d10
roll?
plus your dexterity. D10 plus your dexterity modifier and monk level. So yeah,
Okay,
my
that
dexterity
makes-
modifier is plus. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I
I'd
was
say
like, how the hell
mine's a
is-
D10 plus 11.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you
Uh,
can negate that damage for one of them. So you take 7 necrotic, but you wouldn't take 6 bludgeoning. You can. Did you use a focus point to do anything with it?
I guess redirect.
Okay.
How many focus points do I have left? Oh wait, I have to read really fast. I'm sorry. I've never.
You know, hit
I
loop
just
on the
became a-
music.
Hit what?
Hit loop on the music.
Okay, I don't want to use the focus point to redirect. I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Smart.
But they do take force damage. You said. Do they each take a D6? Is that what's?
Yeah, they'll take a d6 of force damage. How much damage is that supposed to take?
Roll 2 d6s.
Okay.
I got it. I'll do the numbers for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much damage was I supposed to take from whatever was halved?
7 necrotic. You're not resistant to necrotic. You take full necrotic, and then
Okay.
6 bludgeoning, which would take 3 if you didn't do anything.
Well, I deflected one of them, didn't I?
Okay, then you'd only take 7 necrotic.
Okay. Right.
I guess technically 7
Um,
fire damage. It's not the necrotic one, but
Yeah. So then I am close enough. I will. Yeah, and this is why I didn't want to use my focus point. I will use one focus point while he is within range to Hand of Healing Kieran.
Woohoo!
Hooray.
Healing monk stuff.
Is it temp HP or it's actual healing?
It's actual healing. Restore health.
Mhm.
I have to roll a d6.
Yep, he's within 10 feet, I think.
Yeah, I think I measured it right. So because that's why I stopped here.
I love that.
He'll
you
take-
whip.
Yeah,
Healing whip.
he'll.
Chain whip.
So like you'll see Seagulf like throw his like kind of like whip his chain over. Blood will crawl up the chain and kind of like pulse into Kieran, and you'll receive 5, 6, 7, 8 healing.
Sheesh.
And then it'll whip back onto me. And I think
Description.
that's everything I can do. Because magic actions are normal actions, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so I have bonus action to Step of the Wind. I reacted. I'm all done. All done.
Hold on.
Kieran gasps back to life and then quickly looks over and like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. I think you would have to touch him, though. You do have the movement speed, it wouldn't matter, but I think you do have to touch them.
Oh, I do have to touch them with Hand of Healing? I thought I could attack
I'm
them.
Pretty sure it's just you use like whatever your unarmed is.
This one said, well, his unarmed would be 5
Read
feet.
the new one. Read the new one,
Yeah.
Kaji. No,
As
his
a-
unarmed would be 10 feet because a whip is his unarmed strike.
As a magic action, you can expend 1 focus point to touch a creature and restore a number of hit points. It's only if I did flurry of blows, I can use the attack.
Okay.
So I would have-
Okay. Okay.
It would-
So
it
then,
would-
yeah.
it
So
would-
then you,
yeah, I do have to
since
touch
you did
him.
it that way, you have to touch him. But if you did flurry of
Yeah.
blows, then you can
I
do
wouldn't have to.
whip heal.
Maybe I should flurry of blows then instead, because I could whip heal and then attack.
It's
this
already
guy.
happened.
Yeah, never mind. Can I touch him? Do I have enough movement?
Yes, I think you did. You had 90 feet.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I
At
have
least he
90
asks for
feet.
consent.
Yeah. can I touch him?
However, give him did
I'm-
answer for him.
Yeah. I'm done. You gotta make sure you can get touched.
So, wait, Flurry of Blows is the unarmed strike?
Yeah. But with Hand of Healing, I can, when you use your Flare of Blows, you can replace one of the unarmed strikes with the use of this feature, without expending a focus point.
For the healing, yeah. You use Flurry
So,
of
like,
Blows.
Yeah, so if I was Flare of Blowing, I could hit this tree and then whip a chain to go heal Kieran, but I did not Flare of Blow.
Technically, an unarmed strike would the whip counts as an unarmed strike because it is technically a monk weapon.
Oh.
Yeah, that as well.
So later down the line, his whip could potentially get to a crazy D12.
Wow.
So just single attack up strike can be used as deal damage and a grapple or shove a target. You can now be used to grapple or shove. Choose to damage grapple or shove. Give your weapon attacks instead of unarmed strike. Okay, I'll read on that because I was like, that just seems weird in my head. But okay, so healing. Yep. So Kieran, you're down, but you have healing, so now you are no longer dead.
I am alive.
You are alive. Yes, you received
Okay.
healing. Is that your turn, Seagulf?
Yeah, that's everything I could do.
Alright, Kareen.
Back to life. Thank you. I am still sore, so I suppose I will take a superior healing potion that we just got.
Nice.
Yeah, you can do that.
How do I roll it? Hello? Oh, there we go. 23
Holy
plus 8,
schmoly.
so 31.
31 healing?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
How the hell?
Good healing.
It's 8d4 plus 8 for
Oh
supreme.
Mhm.
Or what do you say it was?
Superior 8d4 plus 8.
Superior. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
he
you
rolled
should-
high too.
Yeah, I was
look at
saying.
that.
All right. Feeling nice and refreshed.
I'm fine.
Kick some ass.
As a
Yeah, he's back.
it's a bonus action to take healing.
Do you heal yourself?
Okay. Who's the closest person I can beat's ass?
Big
I'm
guy.
really upset at the big guy. Yeah.
Whoa.
Try it again. All right. First attack on the big guy. It's not gonna hit. Second attack.
Uh-oh.
Natural 20.
Oh, he come back. That'll hit.
Beat him up.
7 times 2 is 14 plus 5
him
is
into
19.
paper.
19, nice. That'll
19
do.
fire damage.
Nice. Chunk him
Um,
down. That's good.
And can I try to grapple him? I don't know if there's a size ruling in grappling. And
I think it has to be one size above or below is the only
Oh,
possibility. So
yeah.
he's 2 above.
but I could. I try. Fuck it, I'll try
You
Stunning
can-
Strike. So I think it's a con save. Yeah, con save of 13. It's not very high.
All right, let's see.
Roll low, roll low.
21.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Not gonna do it. Alright, well. I'll still attack as a bonus action. A 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
12 damage. 12 more fire damage.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
Okay, how many attacks do you do with your attack? Your normal attack action.
Say again.
How many attacks do you normally do with your action?
Just one. I don't have enough levels in whatever to do two.
Okay. Okay. Rookie D.
Rookie
Like Pokemon.
D. Oh yeah, you're right.
Me
What
happened?
It's a
Accurate
rookie.
too. Because I'm gonna cast
Flock of
Celestial
Ravens.
Revelation. You're gonna watch as Rook's skin just starts to turn much more pale and lack of color in general. His eyes are gonna go black. He's gonna form a white ring around his eyes too, and these black shadow-like tendrils are gonna come out as I cast Necrotic Shroud.
Ooh.
Everyone within 10 feet of me has to make a charisma save or shit their pants.
Hell yeah, we love shitting.
That'll be pretty much those 3.
Yep.
I
Everyone
got
get him out here.
11. Oh, look at there.
Scary stuff.
11,
11?
18 and 11 again.
Okay, the 2 11s fail, 18 succeeds.
Mhm.
So they are frightened.
Oh. Can trees be frightened? Let me see.
Oh,
I think-
do you
I
know
think-
that's true?
In a tree,
They're
no
sentient.
one's around. Is there anybody here?
Golly, let me have one thing. Let me do one cool thing.
What's frightened again?
It means you're
Besides,
scared.
besides
I'm
scared.
not fucking with
like,
you.
They have
I'm
to.
pretty
They can't move
sure-
closer, and they have advantage or disadvantage on attacks
Mhm.
while in sight.
Yeah, so as long as they see me, they have disadvantage on attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not resistant.
All right, cool.
They are frightened. We'll say the 2 orange ones are frightened.
Okay. Makes it
Nice.
easier. And then the extra necrotic, which is 7. So 13 total, 6 slashing, 7 necrotic.
You don't have to worry about necrotic for the purple leaf guys.
Okay, well I haven't hit it. Luckily. Okay, and I was gonna bonus action heal up Kieran, but that he's looking pretty fine right now, actually.
Yeah, we're chilling.
Yeah, okay, that's my turn.
Nice. All right. Well, it's time for the big boy to be up again, and
We might
he did
be
not.
chilling.
He did not like this guy messing with his shit. So now he's going to make 4 attacks against you.
Oh my. Whoops.
He's gonna Wrath of Nature as well for advantage. Last Wrath of Nature he has. All right, we got a 21. We got a 25. We got
Who's he hitting with these?
Sigwolf.
Oh, okay.
We got a 28.
Okay, he's gonna be taking a d6 roll. He's stop beating my ass. Stop hurting me.
Please.
And almost cocked, but I'll roll it again. And another 28.
Okay, so he hit me how many times?
Four times.
All right, so 46. Stop hurting me.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
4d6 he will take. Oh, that's a d8. Hurrah. I rolled it. Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 force damage.
Wow. Average. Some would say.
I should probably deflect strikes on one of those. I'm going to do that because it
Oh,
doesn't cost me anything. It doesn't cost me anything, so I'm going to do that.
Actually, I think you already used your reaction, didn't you?
He did.
Oh yeah, it's,
On his
yeah, it's not
way-
my turn.
On his
Yeah, you're
way
right.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, yikes.
Unarm this bitch. Here comes the full damage. All right. First one is 8. Bludgeoning.
So 4. Okay.
16. Bludgeoning.
So 4 plus 8. Okay.
15. Bludgeoning.
What's 15 halved?
Roll down, so it'd be 7.
So 4
And
plus 8 plus 7.
19 bludgeoning.
So what's that? Plus 8?
Yeah, 9.
9. Okay, so 4 plus 8 plus 7 plus 9. Okay, so 28 damage. Okay. Wow.
Wow.
Ow.
Now you see why I went down.
He's like, yeah. Yeah, because Kieran did not have that. He just died.
Yeah.
All right, so it's going to be this treant here. He's frightened. So he's just going to attack you. He's going to cast this firebolt at Lupin.
Can I use a reaction?
Oh.
Do what?
Branch of the trees. It says,
Is that a reaction?
yeah, it's, while your rage is active and a creature you can see starts its turn within 30 feet of you, you can take a reaction to summon a spectral branch around it. And target must succeed in a DC 14 strength saving throw or be teleported to an unoccupied space within 5
Okay.
feet.
Ooh.
Get over here.
If the target gets teleported, their speed is to 0 at the end of their
Okay.
turn.
Well, he failed, so you can move him. You said within 5 feet of you.
Let's go.
Pull him towards me.
Where? Yeah, where do you want him?
Right towards me.
So yeah,
And he has
he's
0 movement.
he's still gonna. Well, I guess now he'll just use his fiery claw instead.
Oh, he's
Uh,
attacking?
yeah.
The other effects of Umbral Blade activate as just this black ichor is going to start oozing out of him. He's going to take another 2d8 damage.
Squidward. Okay.
That's an 8. That's a 7. 15 necrotic.
I'm getting Yu-Gi-Oh trap card. All right. Let's see. He's gonna still attack. Fiery claw, disadvantage. Here we go. The
Well, actually-
low. The low is a 16. I think that may still miss you.
That hits.
Oh,
Oh.
there. That's my little soldier. 8 fire damage. This guy's gonna make his attack against Rook. Go roll
Nice,
that
he got it.
necrotic damage.
No, I didn't hit him with it. I only hit the other guy.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you got it on 2. Like 2 failed and 1 succeeded.
The Umbral Blade is what gave me
Oh.
that
Oh,
thing,
oh, oh,
not
oh,
the
oh, I
necrotic
see.
shroud.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he still attacks with disadvantage. The low is a 21.
Wow, that hit.
That's gonna be 8 fire damage as well.
Youch.
Then it's gonna be this guy. He's gonna come over here. Make a strength saving throw, Lupin.
He's strong, right?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
The DC on these are not super high. Yeah, that's
17
fine.
plus.
Yep.
Wow.
He tried to ensnare you, did not work. This guy is just going to. He's going to make an attack
Under the
against.
briars.
Yep. He's going to make a spiked attack against you with his little club hand. 17 misses, I think. Against Sick Wolf.
17 would miss, yes.
Nothing else there. And then this guy is going to make a necrotic swing against. I forgot his name. Rook again. 22 for 8
That
necrotic
hits.
damage.
Oh, the necrotic
now-
damage. Is it just base necrotic damage where you can't heal it back, or is it a special
That's a special thing.
like? Okay.
That's like chill touch specifically. But that,
Right.
they don't have the ability to do that. Now it is Lupine.
Let's attack this guy, the orange guy in front of me.
Nice. You could cleave.
The follow tree.
Can I?
Oh, don't confuse them now. Don't confuse them now.
Oh god.
Can I
Cleave
cleave?
just means they have to be within 5 feet of you. So if you just get in the middle of both of them, yeah.
You make attack against both, but you don't get your bonus on the second one, I think.
All right, let's look it up again real quick.
Mhm.
It should be on your sheet, but then again, the
Cleave,
sheet is
I think
broken.
it's just under your attack.
Cleave for cleave.
Yes.
Once per turn, you can hit a creature with a melee attack. Blah blah blah. You can make another attack against a second creature within 5 feet.
Here you go.
Can I do savage attack as well? Or can I use
Sure.
both? Okay.
Is it savage or reckless, Kindle?
Reckless
was-
attack gives you the advantage.
Right.
It
Reckless
says,
attack.
it says savage. I don't see the reckless one, but my character sheet's broken, so
Oh,
I see savage attacks.
what's that do?
When you score a critical hit roll on one of the weapons, dice 1.
Okay, well
That's not it.
that's not it. But you do have access to reckless attack, which means for the rest of your turn, you have advantage. But so do they.
I'm gonna do it anyway, so I just want to get these guys out of here.
Yep.
+7 for both.
Yep, those will either one of those will hit.
1d12. Oh, I just rolled both d12s.
So he's technically got 3 attacks, right?
What do you mean?
How many times can he cleave? Is it once per turn, or is it
Maybe
once
once.
per attack?
Let me see. I gotta look up cleave.
Yeah. None of the info ever comes up.
I think D&D
Uh,
Beyond keeps unselecting all the world tree stuff for Ben.
We found it out, and apparently it's just something is fully broken.
Yeah.
Like with his account.
Huh.
Whenever you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can make another. So
And the second creature you can see within 5 feet. So you have to hit on the first one, deal damage, and hit on the second one without any ability modifier
Yeah.
damage.
So I got 16 and 17 on the.
first one
So
hit.
both would hit. So
damage.
roll your dice plus for the first one, and roll just your die. Or yeah, you roll just your dice for the second one. It's technically a separate attack.
Do I roll damage now or roll damage?
Yes, I'll roll damage to hit them.
+12 +4.
Oh.
16.
Okay. All right. Yep. Cleave this one in half. He's dead.
Sheesh.
All right. Roll damage for the other one.
This
This
is
one's
why I
just
don't
straight
roll
dice.
for no advantage. Okay.
This
No,
one
you do
you
have advantage.
Well, 10. 12.
17. Yep. Yep. You still hit.
It would be advantage, right, Kendall? Because reckless attack is just all the attacks for the rest of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so roll damage.
Cleave is just an extra attack. So you think of it to part A to part B. Once you do part A and you succeed, then you can do part B. So once you do
Yeah.
Okay.
the attack, if you hit, you can cleave. Cleave is just an extra attack.
7, 4, 11.
So you basically just slice through the one,
Golly.
slice through the other one.
Hell yeah. We love Cleave.
I mean,
He's
it's hard
doing
for,
his stuff.
hard for them to stand up against 34 points of fire damage.
Yeah. Thank God for the elemental monk.
If I move it, like, want to get attack opportunity
You
attacked?
would get attack one time from this guy.
Fuck it.
Nice.
16 misses.
Nice.
Yes.
I think. I don't know. Does it miss?
My AC is 16, so
But it does hit.
Oh.
7
Nice.
fire. And then it should be Seigwolf.
All right.
He keeps
We're
forgetting
so
his
bad.
HP.
Hmm. I think I'll eat that berry.
No, I ate the berry.
Honestly, I thought you ate it already.
I thought you
No,
did.
I didn't eat it.
Me and Ben did, or
Oh, that's-
Kieran. and
Every,
Ruben.
everyone else did but him.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat the berry.
All right. So 10 temp HP, and you have the haste property, so you have a +2 to your AC until your turn. Your speed is doubled, so you have 90 to start, and then you have one
No.
extra action.
One extra action? Hell yeah. Yippee.
Yippee.
Has Brand used the berry yet?
I did.
No. He did.
No, I did.
All right, everyone's used the berry. I just don't
bummer.
pay attention. It sounds like.
I didn't know that
Okay.
Brand did.
So the tree behind me touched me a lot. Not happy about it. I'm gonna punch it.
Okay.
Skadoosh. 24.
For against the big guy.
Yeah, but against the big tree.
That'll hit.
Right. Nine slashing.
Okay.
Then I'll use my last focus point, I guess, to flurry of blow.
So 2 unarmed strikes.
Yeah. So one will be against the big guy and one against the tiny tree. Okay. So 24,
Still hits.
right? 11 on the big guy.
Okay.
And then the tiny tree. Critical.
Whoa. Said
Uh,
it so casual.
I know.
Another
Critical. He's gonna die.
critical. Critical, but oh, okay.
Yep. So
Jeez.
basically, the chain wraps around that one, and then you just yank like the top of it off, and it collapses down.
Okay, so I have a second action.
Yes, which can make one attack.
Okay. I have a second action. Oh, okay. There's literally nothing more to it. I could just hit him again. Okay. Okay. Huh.
24.
19.
19 hits.
Great. And then he'll take 10 slashing, air quote slashing.
Whip slash. Nice.
I already bonus action, didn't I? Yeah, that was my flare of blows. Yeah, I'm all done.
All right, Kareen.
Hello.
Kareen Abdul-Jabbar.
Can I try to move around to get the flanking position? First attack.
Whoa.
What do you think you're doing?
Take a big ass.
Can I use uncanny metabolism whenever I want, Adam?
What?
Can I use uncanny metabolism whenever I want?
I don't think so. I think it's
Pretty sure it's short rest.
It's when you roll initiative.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that.
Oh, okay.
So
Alright.
anytime you roll initiative, and
Okay.
you
Once per
regain
long
a
rest
number of
when
hit
you roll.
points. Yep.
Mhm.
Okay,
You get
thank
once
you.
for long rest to do that.
Thank you.
Well, you said uncanny metabolism?
Yeah.
Yeah, once per long rest when you roll initiative, you can regain all expended focus points and regain 1d8 plus 6 HP. Well, yours might be different, but
Yeah, mine's a lot lower.
Well, when you put more levels in, well, there you go.
Yeah.
For the first hit, I got a 19 plus an 8.
That'll hit.
Good.
Ooh, not great. 7 damage.
Okay.
And my next hit. Oh, both of those are 14s plus an 8.
Hit.
Nice. So that's 6 plus 5, 11.
Oh, how do you want to do this?
Hell yeah.
I'm just kind of like, I think comically like punching away like at his legs, and there's just like things of wood chipping away, and he's just getting
Like he's
shorter and
splintering.
shorter. Yeah.
Going down the front grinder.
Just like
That
chopping
Looney
him
Tunes.
down. He's just like, yep,
Mhm.
coming down.
Starting a new Minecraft world.
Yeah.
There knocks the tree down.
Punching
So
the tree
basically,
variants.
yeah, you just pummel him until you basically punch such a big hole into him. He's just like wood pulp and like an ash from your flame fist. With the big tree and gone, his minions lose their magical nature, and they basically turn into a normal tree. They just stand there as a tree.
Oh.
Thus completing the combat.
Nice.
Werewolf man kills him anyway.
Yeah.
Ow, as the moon comes out.
We hate nature. Kill the small ones.
Yeah. Then the druid comes in. It's like, all right, I found a way for you to peacefully resolve. What the fuck?
I'll go over to Sig. Thanks for making me up back there. Oh, and Bran, thank you, of course, for healing before.
Picking you up, he just grabs you by the waist and lifts you.
Oh,
I have lots of head trauma.
You can call me Rook. I told Lupin everything. And by everything, I mean my name. Also, Rook looks just completely different with like the shadow tendrils going crazy, and his darker skin just barely you can barely see him.
just an eldritch horror.
Pretty much,
What?
yeah.
Is this the new
I put-
Val?
I'll put Kieran back down. Put him back on your feet.
Dang.
My head's split open.
What's this?
You know what?
What?
I'm gonna drink that potion.
Which one?
I
The
could just
mysterious one?
heal you.
Mm.
Wait, which one are you drinking?
We don't even know that potion's
The one
healing.
that we don't know what it does.
Let's
I
not.
was also kind of interested in
Oh.
trying it. I think you should.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
all right,
it.
so you uncork it. There's a very sulfurous taste as you gulp it down. Let me roll damage.
Yeah, Rook's gonna get close and have his hand be on his back, ready to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Jesus Christ, that's a crazy roll.
I kill myself right now.
Dies.
You take 21 points of fire damage as you
Oh my
slowly-
god, I'm actually alive.
as you basically just try to drink alchemist fire in a potion.
Oh.
God. Oh.
Yeah, that was really smart there, huh?
Yeah, as he's
I
like
think-
coughing up like it looks like a sulfurous
Like
bit where it didn't
embers?
exactly ignite. Yeah, it's just
I don't know why they would give us something that would hurt.
I don't
And
know,
I'm like-
drink
I'm
something
like-
you don't know what it was.
Hey, I don't blame him. I've found out a lot of things by drinking things I didn't know what they were.
you hear an echoing voice through the forest.
Yeah.
I gave you something that could purge.
He really gave us fire. Said that fireball worked, and then none of us used the fire.
You're gonna feel your wounds begin to heal as I heal you for 26.
Oh hell yeah! Thank you.
Why am I spinning?
Healing
Yeah.
magic.
That's the healing. I don't think there's anything that can help you with endurance. I guess I'll just he'll just like that fucking Alien versus Predator thing where he like daps you up.
Yeah.
Good healing.
You don't need anything else to heal me. You know, I'm fine. And as I'm saying that, my skin's gonna go back to its regular color, and all the tendrils and the weird changes are going away.
Oh,
turns back to normal.
chameleon!
Huh?
You're changing. You're chameleon.
Oh yeah. I don't really know how I do that.
That's nice. Go invisible.
Can't really do that.
Um.
But I'll get back to you when I can.
he gets sad.
Yep.
Disappointed.
He's slowly reverting more and more into a child. It's interesting.
Well,
All
maybe
right,
one day
so
you'll be able to be invisible.
huh?
Saying one day you might be able to be invisible, and you have
Yeah.
an invisible. Did I say indivisible? Invisible.
Indivisible. Title card.
And justice for all.
Yeah, I would like to. I really need to just kind of get out of the way of danger whenever things are going bad, so we can help you guys out.
Mhm.
Sorry I couldn't get to you quicker, Kieran.
All good.
So,
Yeah,
what? 2 things down?
Two things down. Yeah.
Yep.
Druids don't have to know about this, right? They should probably
Hell no.
We love nature.
keep moving.
Yeah, let's just
Late afternoon now. Night.
it's probably close to night, yeah, right, Kendall?
Yeah, I'd say because you left around midday, traveled, let's see, 45 minutes, so it's like an hour. Talked to the druids. That took about 15 minutes of negotiating. You left, went back around to the other place. That took an hour and a half to get there. Bought the things. You traveled back to the actual village. It's approaching maybe 6 or 7 p.m.
We can probably get back in time just before it gets too dark. And then guess we can bunk over at their little town for the night.
Like everyone immediately was like, "We got to get involved."
I love that.
That's probably
Sonic getting carried away. Whoa.
Whoa. Hey guys.
Chilly
Guys,
out.
you made it back home. It's crazy.
Yep.
I think we were going back to their like
Correct.
Winries and okay.
Yeah. I just don't have that. I don't have their map. They don't have the
That's
map,
fair.
so I don't.
I just
don't
saw
have
this and my brain went, oh no.
it.
We're back in Druidland.
But you were able to successfully, basically complete that task for them. You return back to them, and we'll go over what happens whenever you return. After that,
Woohoo.
there. That's where we'll end for tonight.